Okay, just let me set some stuff up. I believe we are live already, but I'll have to check something. Okay. Welcome to the stream, Kodokunasu and Sun. Again, assuming that I am streaming, like that this is already live and stuff. So yeah. Hello, Obscurunk Sensei. Obscurunk, how dare you? Welcome to the stream, Evil Bookman. And let me just track something here before we start. Actually, like, assuming that like I'm already live, that you are already like listening to me, I think we have enough people for me to, like, instead of start with the like reaction already, to discuss something important. Yeah, we already have enough people here that I can like start this. So we have, like, obviously we're going to begin with a reaction to this video by KYDB. We'll probably also watch like another video from him, right? But like on this string, on this react string, we're probably going to, like, it's probably going to be a bit longer than some of my other reaction strings, because I have so many like Blue Archive memes and just memes in general that I want to show you guys, that I obviously I'm excited for these videos too, but I really want to get to that, you know. I also like, because the banner for like Ares and K has been out for a while, right? And the banner for like Archranger Black from Nikkei has been released today. I think it's just a good opportunity for us to also do kind of a pull string, right? For us to like just quickly go into the game and pull for all these new characters. And like the question I wanted to really ask you guys is this: like, should I pull for like only Ares and K on this string, and then leave pulling for like Archranger Black to like one of the future strings this week? Or should I just do both pulls on this string? That's the question I want to ask you guys. Uh, though with that out of the way, and without further ado, let's begin the reaction. But first, hello, Big Pew, and welcome to the stream. You came in at the perfect time. Let's go.
This is Omakase Toraburu Tenshi, a title that translates to Leave It to Us, Trouble Angel. It is an eroge that was meant to be released in May 27, 2005, but then it was delayed to June 24, then to July 29, August 26, September 22, September 30, and then it just went on to be delayed over 30 times, and it became legendary because of that, because they kept saying it would get out when it didn't. This was meant to be the first game by the company, Bottomless, although most members of this company were part of a previous one called Medican, and they had released a game prior to it called Trouble Trap Laboratory, so they knew how to make an eroge. On Bottomless website, you could see posts by members of the team. Akira, who was in charge of graphics, the artist
Okay, is the audio better now, or like is it still too loud? Let me know.
in charge of the key drawings was Kanazuki Motofumi, who, depending on the kind of person you are, you might recognize him by his doujinshi. In charge on the kind of person you are, you might recognize him.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely the kind of person that will recognize this. Oh yeah, this is my gen right here.
Him by his doujinshi. In charge of backgrounds was Sori, and just like the last mentioned artist, some of you might recognize them. But really,
This is already like a great video just because of like the lolly artists involved that I either already knew of or like am learning from this and will begin following. Just this is already a perfect video. This already like deserves my like just because of that.
these people only posted once. The one who really used the staff blog was the person who I believe goes by Gatangore-sama, the producer who was also in charge of coding and debugging. There is a post by them that I think might be quite
Imagine being a massive mangaka who has serialized manga and all you're known for is, oh, he's the guy that made the lolly dojo. I mean, I personally, I'd be honored if I were to be known for that, but I can understand that maybe this wouldn't be such a good thing for other people.
quite prophetic. It was announcing that they achieved the Master Up, a term well used in the visual novel sphere that means a game is done and all is left is arranging everything to be sold physically. Just
Why why do they always do this, man? Why it doesn't matter if it's like big or small corporations, they always are like, "Oh no, everything is done. Like we can release it like tomorrow even if we want to." And like no, like they have like at most like 30% done. Like why do people do this? Like legitimately, why?
as we opened this website, there was an earthquake in Tokyo. It broke my favorite bowl. The moment I announced the Master Up, there was another earthquake. The day before the scheduled release date, there were talks about a comet hitting Earth. Could it be that I'm cursed? That was posted on April 2006. The game didn't release. Although at first, the posts were energetic, talking about the group going to events and how production was ending, it eventually started getting very apologetic. We found a problem. It's coming out this time. Sorry, actually, it isn't. We're doing an announcement soon. We found something just before release.
Okay, what bullshit is this? Like you're releasing a goddamn visual novel, dude. It is not it's not all that. It's not all that. Like what problem did you find just before release? Like god 2 fucking minutes 2 minutes into the video, I'm already angry. Have you not heard of the principle of I think, therefore I am? If you say the game is done, then it will be done. Through magic. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure.
We fixed those issues. We have achieved the Master Up. Again, it will be released next month. And 5 months later, another blog post saying we might be able to announce it and it might be sold. At one point, the update history of the website was just filled with postponements, and eventually there were less and less posts. In 2008, there were 4 posts on the blog. They added Vista support and changed the physical format from 2 CDs to 1 DVD. But then, silence. They might have thrown the towel. But then 8 months later, in
The delayed release is actually part of the artistic vision. The worst part, you know what the worst part about this is that I don't doubt that some artists out there would genuinely say that. Like that some bastard out there would say, "Oh no, that the delays and like the fact that you had to wait for this game that we kept promising and then failed to deliver. No, all that was part of our artistic vision." Like I don't doubt that there will be some piece of shit artist who would like unironically say that. That's what makes me like the most upset.
May 2009, they updated the blog. There will be an official announcement. Again, until the end of the month about the release of the game, as well as an updated version to the trial version of the game. I have a feeling there was an update, but it must be my imagination. It's real! I was ready to accept that there wouldn't be another update ever. Gatang is still alive. I'm happy just to know this. It's a miracle. Oh god. I can't believe it. An update. Amazing. I'm happy just by the fact that there is one. God damn it. Just with this I got the willpower to wait for another year. I see. How many
I love this creative use of emojis, man. I just bravo, man. Bravo.
months will it take for May to end? Incredible. Incredible. What's incredible is that people aren't happy by the contents of the update, but that there was an update at all. I can take that within this month means within this year, right? It doesn't mean within this century, right? Today is... Yep, it's April 1st. What a relief! Posted in the 8th of May. Now, May is about to end, but is there going to be an announcement before the 31st? Of course there wouldn't be! Yeah, there wasn't. And in actuality, that was the last blog post on the website. Ever. At this point, Omakase Trouble Angel had gained notoriety and became a member of what's known as the New Delayed for Heavenly Kings. It was composed of Omakase Trouble Angel, Oretachi ni Tsubasa wa Nai, which was announced in 2005, released in 2009, Sakura no Uta, with a release planned in 2004 but ultimately released in 2015.
What the fuck? How do you delay something 11 years? And again, like a fucking visual novel. What excuse do you... Oh my god. Fucking, I'm getting so angry.
And Haru Haru, announced in 2006 and cancelled in 2008.
Well, at least those ones, the fans of that game didn't have to wait much. At least they got some closure just 2 years later, right?
If you're curious, the original delayed 4 Heavenly Kings were Snow, planned to be released in 2001 but released in 2003, Lovers Koi ni Ochitara, also planned for 2001 but released in 2003, and apparently, if you googled Enki, which means postponement, the page announcing this game's postponement on its website would be the top link to appear. Next will be Clannad, planned to release in 2002 but released in 2004, and lastly Muv-Luv, announced in 2000, planned release in 2001, released in 2003.
And again, all those are genuinely understandable. Like, if you delay your game by like 2 years, like, I don't have an issue with it. Even if a visual novel, because like life happens. And a lot of these were like indie circles, right? So if you delay it by 2 years because like, oh, there were complications like with the codes, or like, oh no, like we wanted to add more features, or like there were some tragedies or problems with the schedule, like zero issue for me. Zero issue with any of that. All these cases of the supposed like 4 heavenly like delay kings or whatever, completely reasonable. Like, delaying a visual novel for 11 years isn't, okay? Fucking sweat to Christ. Sorry, like, you've been, like, posting things, I need to, like, read them. Let me, see. Actually, I have an idea of a game where that unironically would be a part of the artistic vision. It's called Aki's Edging Adventure. I hate you so much. Great idea, Big. It would be very easy to develop because you would not have to do any coding or any art. I love how KGDB reads these old forum comments. New delayed Shinteno. 11-year delay. I have to rewrite the entire thing. The girls don't feel real enough to me. My brother in Christ, it's a visual novel. Like, the whole point is that it doesn't feel real. The fuck? Sorry guys, I had to delay the game in order to raise a child. You know what? That would be, again, another thing that would be completely reasonable. But no, I doubt that was the case. I was about to be sympathetic. Oh yeah, they probably wrote a whole lot, but genuinely, you have to rewrite the Bible from scratch to something, for something to take that long to write. And again, like I'm pretty sure there were like when the printing press wasn't even invented, like, and we're not even talking about computers. There wasn't a printing fucking press, and I'm pretty sure that like the how do I say this? Essentially, the people that like staffed the church in like the Middle Ages, right? Because there were like a group of people who inhabited the church that the whole point, the whole role there was to just like write the Bible, to make more copies of the Bible because people had to do it by hand, like in the past. And I'm pretty sure those people didn't take that long. Like that's how unreasonable this is. The original four Heavenly Kings are playing on baby mode. The Elite Four, the champions of Gwyn. How long are some of these VNs? It would be so funny if a VN got postponed for years and is only like 10 hours or something. Oh, I will get so angry if I was a fan. Anyway. Wait, how the fuck are there problems with the code for a VN reader? That's like the most brain dead easy thing to make. Okay, calm down because because you said that, like I'm going to need to show you something. Okay. Oh, okay. Just because you said that, we're going to watch a completely different video so that like I can show you how like badly people can fuck up programming. Okay, perfect.
Scarabs are a very common enemy found wandering around outside the ancient city. Although you can find the corpse of one next to Sir Seymour, they have one of the cruelest abilities in the entire game and the most impressive code behind them. Scarabs only have one part, which is their whole body. It has 1,000 hit points and uses Poke every turn for 13 blunt damage. Poke ignores evasion. If you haven't defeated the Scarab at the end of the first turn, a second one joins the battle. At the end of the second turn, and every 4 turns afterwards, it spews acid at the person it poked. Acid deals 30 non-elemental damage, so armor won't help with it, and permanently destroys that character's equipped weapon. Blue Sin, Miasma, Circle Spear, Katana, that's gone, son. You'll never get it back. There is nothing you can do to prevent this except ending the fight. At the end of the third turn and every 4 turns afterwards, the second one will spew acid to melt another weapon. If your party cannot deal 1,000 damage in a turn, you cannot afford to fight these. They take 20% more damage from otherworldly damage, so
Okay, some of this is not important, so for my point, so for the sake of time, I'm going to speed this up.
weapons and Black Orb makes this a bit easier. If you have mastery over insects, you can talk them out of fighting. Pick the talk command and tell them they don't have to fight. They'll agree and leave you alone, turning into friendly NPCs. Oh, and don't reach into their homes while they're inside. It'll end badly. Now for the spaghetti code. If you don't have mastery over insects and talk to them,
Okay, this part is important enough that like we need to go back.
and inflict them with the attack buff by choosing please don't or we don't have to fight, or you can inflict defense debuff by choosing prepare to die. You might think from the names that these buff their attack and debuff their defense.
Reasonable, right?
But you'd be all wrong in a bag of chips. The attack buff state they gain does boost their attack stat from 10 to 15, but their 2 attacks are a flat amount of damage. You could boost their attack stat from 10 to 10 million. Poke don't care. The code says it deals 13 damage. Meanwhile, the defense debuff doesn't even affect their stats. The defense debuff state means that any attack that they get hit by that reduces their defense is now 20% as likely to work. If you had a skill that debuffs their defense, it would now miss 80% of the time, but there are no player skills that do that. None. So while both of these effects get applied, they don't do anything.
And spoiler alert, this bullshit isn't even the worst part of the spaghetti code. Like we'll get to like my point in a bit. Just you wait.
The spaghetti code doesn't end there. If you want to remove a character's weapon, you'd probably want a piece of code that looks something like this. This would check if the party leader was hit by the melting weapon state, then delete their currently held weapon. Very simple, very elegant, only takes 2 lines of code. This is not what Miro did. He set it up to call a common event where he manually put in if-else statements for every single character, holding every possible weapon. No, sorry, did I say a common event? Sorry, that's wrong. It seems like there's a limit on event length that Miro ran into, so afterwards it calls Melting Weapons 2, where it keeps going. But that still wasn't enough, so it calls Melting Weapons 3, and the event hits like 3,000 lines of code! You could do this in 2 lines of code!
My favorite part is this. Like, notes, if Miro can make a game, why can't you? That's the most inspirational shit I've ever seen. If this absolute retard can make a game, like, you have no excuse, okay? So yeah, point made. Let's go back.
In 2009, the website gaoge.com announced the Gaoge Awards 2009, where every eroge up to 2009 was up in the running. Over 7,500 works, and there will be 2 phases. The first to pick.
Oh, let me like get you some of your comments before we continue. Anyway, monastery scribe monks. Oh, thank you. Exactly, that's what I meant. Honestly, literally the entire Bible, except all the characters are cute anime girls visual novel, would take 1,000 hours to clear. That takes 1,000 hours to clear would be pretty lit. Much as I'm not religious myself, and much as this seems like a funny idea, even I'm like, yeah, that's a bit too blasphemous for my liking, you know? Sorry I had to delay the game. I wanted to marry one of my characters and just had a fruitful life and marriage. And I just googled it. Apparently it took 15 months to transcribe the entirety of the Bible. Bro, they have no excuse. We don't talk about the daughters of Lot. We do not. Oh no, trust me, I know. I've played against Tokyo Odyssey. That guy messed up his VN reader like 10 times in a row over 2 years. Wait, the Bible is lollipop. Anyway. Okay. Honestly, I never tried it, but I can imagine a VN reader being surprisingly hard to code depending on how many wheels you reinvent. Coding is very hard.png. Lot's daughters make him drunk and then use him to give him grandsons. After Sodom and Gomorrah got scourged, and Lot's wife was turned into a salt pillar. Yeah, that's something that happened. Fucking. The Bible has so many of these types of stories, man. We could make a whole string out of them. Anyway. First off. Oh, hello, Glorious T. Welcome to the stream. If else hell. Simple and elegant. Toby Fox code. Beautiful code. This is an Ian Dev collab. If Miro can make a game, why couldn't Ava? What the fuck? That has to be compiled to if else branches or some shit. There's no way he did all that by hand. To be fair, you could use like Ctrl C, Ctrl V, but like, if you ever like, if you're familiar with Miro's workflow, and I'm putting this on quotation marks, like that's not too surprising, you know. Like the dude, he does not find elegant solutions. He brute forces everything. Is why it takes so long to make any updates to his game. Like, there are modders out there that have made updates to his game like hundreds of times over in the span of time that it takes the guy to make like a single update. The dude does not believe in like simple and elegant. He brute forces everything. I think Microsoft should hire this man. Oh god, that will make things so much worse. I think I've actually written something nearly as bad as this. I'll post it in the community. Please do. I need to see that to believe it. My favorite part of the Daughters of Lot story is when Lot offers his daughters to an angry mob to stop them from raping the angels, and the mob is like, no, fuck off. The Bible is fucking wild, man. Holy shit. That looks like RPG Maker VX Ace or something. He made those in fucking drop-down menus. Man, I don't know why some people don't just hire someone else to program their games. Pure stubbornness. Like that's it. It's pure stubbornness. Like the reason Miro said because Miro has the money, right? So the reason he said that he doesn't want to hire anyone else is because like his workflow is extremely weird and unorthodox in like his own by his own admission, right? And so like he doesn't want anyone else to have to deal with his bullshit, you know? That's the reason he gave. Always putting it kindly. The word is autism. It's also a good descriptor, yes.
20 works to proceed into the second round to be ranked amongst them. Omakase Trouble Angel, despite never releasing, it did quite well on the first round. As a matter of fact, it held the first place and never left until the end of it. Now, whether they won as a joke or not, it is unclear, but extremely probable. The organizers decided that because it would be hard to rate its value due to being an unreleased game, it wouldn't be allowed on the decisive vote, although Bottomless did receive an award. But they couldn't contact them, thus they couldn't give it to them, so they just uploaded it as a PDF and said, please download this, it's your certificate. Now, I mentioned previously a trial version. Yeah, people weren't just talking about this blindly, they were able to at least play some of it, and I was able as well. So what sort
Terry Davis levels of unhinged without Terry Davis levels of skills. Pretty much, yeah. I think having to deal with contracts and revenue and legal issues and shit might be the main deterrent for hiring another dev. Like, that would be reasonable, but no, like, according to Miro, that he simply just doesn't want anyone to have to deal with his bullshit. Wait, this is an eroge? Imagine if they delayed it so long because they were trying to... That would be a good justification, yes. Big, did the girl with the off-shoulder cropped sailor uniform not clue you in?
of story does Omakase Trouble Angel tell? The game starts with the protagonist, Kazuma, tied to his chair, and next to him there is a nun doing things to him that a nun shouldn't do. Turns out
Oh, then, this is the perfect, like, eroge for Sun, I guess.
that nun is one of the girls Kazuma lived together with on an orphanage, Akio, but she went missing many years ago. She was about to do further things a nun shouldn't do, but is stopped by the sudden appearance of a red-haired girl who came to rescue him, followed by a spectacled girl with long black hair, resulting in the nun running away. They free him from the chair, he's able to put his pants back up,
そういうのが好みなの？変態。
and they had to escape the
No, I fucking love this. Like, dudes can escape the dudes in anime can escape the hentai allegations, like, to save their fucking lives. Like, you enter the girl's, like, bathroom by accident, pervert. Like, the girls enter your bathroom by accident, pervert. Like, a girl literally grapes you, you're the pervert. Literal fucking victim blaming, I swear.
building. And what you're currently seeing is very likely the reason why so many issues were happening despite them having done a game previously. This game wasn't really just text-based. There was a system of free map movement within the game, which might have been too ambitious for the producer who was in charge of coding and debugging as well.
This is another thing. I talked about this in like my review of the like German soldier parody visual novel, right? That like you don't need to be this ambitious. Like I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. This looks like shit, okay? If you just did like a normal VN presentation, it wouldn't have taken this long and it would have looked better. Like you were so ambitious, you delayed your game for years only for it to look like absolute shit. You know? That's exactly like what I was advising against people doing in that video. But anyway.
Meet with other girls and it is revealed that they received a fax asking to rescue him by the other girl that Kazuma lived together with in the orphanage, Haruna, who is also currently missing. And as members of an office that accepts any sort of work, they went to his rescue. The reason why he was kidnapped was because the orphanage was actually a secret religious organization performing experiments on the free orphanage kids without them knowing, which allowed them to develop superhuman powers by modifying their genetic code. The powers would only come to surface when they became a certain age because the source of those powers were in, let's say, their liquids, a very specific type. It is an eroge after all. And the reason why the nun kidnapped and tied Kazuma down was for the purpose of awakening their powers. Of course, Kazuma doesn't believe this, so the purple-haired girl commands him to get some powers out.
ほら早く追っ手がやってくるわ
It is an eroge after all. They
Okay, 1 second, because he said something that reminded me of a thing I wanted to talk about. So, let me just, oh, okay. I literally wrote this like on my notes as uterus magic. Okay. So, there's this doujin series by Fan no Hitori, right? Where it's very funny because, like, the magic system, if you can call it, is very similar to the one de Zeroge. In that magic system, like, essentially the sexual organs of a person determine their magic, right? For a woman, like if their womb is sullied in any way, like basically if someone cream pied her, essentially, or if she's pregnant, she can't use magic anymore. The womb needs to be clean for her to be able to use magic. And for the dudes, is the opposite. Like, dudes are able to use magic as long as their balls are full. Like, if they are completely drained of, then like at that point they can't use magic anymore. So it's a very interesting system in how they use it, because like there are stories where like for example the girls are winning and then the monsters are able to like disable their magic by well, you can guess, right? Like sneakily doing that, and like there's a succubi that she beats a guy who can literally like stop time because she drains him enough that he can't use his powers anymore. And so like not only is the magic system incredibly degenerate, but the author like didn't care. He made that system like incredibly degenerate, and he put the work to make that incredibly degenerate system actually work and be interesting. It's fucking amazing, But anyway, moving on.
They collect a sample of his powers, and the way the purple-haired girl plans to use it is to load it on a modified imitation bazooka to use it on their escape plan. But the blonde girl finds a window that leads outside, and they're able to escape through that, although with some problems along the way.
なんと
I I feel like it's another part of your body that's stuck.
かしてなんとかと言われても
Were able to return safely to their office, but considering they don't know where Haruna, the person who requested Kazuma's rescue,
Okay. Then again, by that logic, Blue Archive would be an error. Oh, none. What, they just blame him for getting raped? Yes. None doing things none shouldn't do. Wow! We know what this guy feels. Weak moid. Oh yeah, I can see how this took so long to make. This is the peak of writing. Can't even protect his seed, then he can't protect his foot. How long did Persona 2 take to make? I have no idea, man. Lamau, why did they make the frontal corridor walls opaque so you can barely see the characters while they walk down the hall? I don't know. Do you think they made their own engine or something? I wouldn't be surprised. I always see people talking about making their own engine for a game. It's always so stupid. Not really. Like, a lot of the issues with, like, the game industry we have right now is exactly because people just keep using the same engine instead of having ones, like, tailor-made for their game. So I can kind of understand the logic, you know? The masculine urge to make your own engine. It feels like the same as being hell-bent on using C++, not Unreal Engine for your game. Fun fact, Doom, the reason Doom is so easy to port to pretty much anything is because Doom was made on assembly. So yeah, like dudes out here complaining about making games on C++, while like the Chad programmer of Doom like did the fucking thing on assembly. Like he did it on the compute on literal fucking computer language. Like what's your excuse? You do that if you want to program, not make a game. If you want to make a game, you use an established engine like a normal person. If I'm not making my own engine and coding in scatter pebbles on the beach, my motivation just dries up. Why even bother? Good one. All balls, no shaft. Wait, that sounds peak. How the fuck do you lose when you can stop time? You have to try to do that. No, what she does, I believe, is that she like uses her pheromones to make him, you know, do that over and over again until he like is completely drained and can't use his powers anymore. What's the game called, by the way? Which one? Help me, step bro. I'm stuck. I'm back. I had to fight a giant spider. I won. Like maybe this will sound like weird, but like I feel like I'm one of the few people who legit doesn't have arachnophobia. Like, if I see a spider, I'll just leave it there. Like, I don't feel any need to kill it, you know? Like, I'm weird like that for whatever reason. Nah, man, if more people went with making their own engine, we would have less games that are worse because making your own engine is just so expensive and time consuming. Sorry, I'm straight. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, good one. A good one, Big Pew. The one talking about where you lose your magic if you bust too much. Oh no, that's not a game. Like, that's a series of dojins made by Fan no Hitori. Like, just search for this name on like whatever website you want, and like you should be able to find it. It's a series that you should be able to recognize because all the girls have ponytails, right? And like fair warning, it's definitely a very like hardcore hentai series.
is the fact the secret religious organization and the brainwashed Akio will be after Kazuma, and the fact that he has nowhere else to go, it was decided by the purple-haired girl, who is actually the head of the office, that he will live with them under their supervision. And so Kazuma starts his days as a new employee of the office, helping them as well. Now,
Oh no, whatever am I going to do? Being forced to live with like four beauties, like in the same office. Oh no, the horror.
naturally, this situation leads into the player picking a girl they're interested and going for them. It is an eroge after all. The red-haired girl is called Komachi. She is a classic tsundere who acts before thinking, as seen on the rescue scene, where she just barges into the room without thinking about what dangers might have lied there. She acts as the bodyguard slash fighter, you could say, of the company and is quite confident on her physical abilities. She gets mad at Kazuma easily and frequently, is very against him living in the company. Also, in a quite classic and rather cliche scenario, Kazuma trips on top of her and steals her first kiss.
何当たり前でしょ。ファーストキスよ、ファーストキス。乙女のキスにどんな意味があるか分かってるの？
Kazuma starts calling her Komachi-chan, although she gets mad when he does due to acting too intimate, but she slowly starts accepting him, being understanding that he doesn't have anywhere else to go. At one point, she stops noticing when Kazuma calls her Komachi-chan and she starts
One thing I don't. It's always weird to make these complaints because, like, I always disagree with these complaints, but not because I necessarily dislike them. It's because I just think they go too far. Like, there's nothing wrong with making a protagonist like this, right? But I don't know. I would just like it if they made their protagonist like a bit more like unique looking, you know? Like, I feel like there are enough harem series out there, especially enough harem like isekai and fantasy anime out there that prove that you can make a distinct looking protagonist that is still very much a self-insert. Like, and I'm not even saying like anything crazy. Like, just give him a more creative uniform than the usual black pants, white shirt. Like, just put like a blazer or something and make his hair like green instead of the usual black. Like, just stuff like that, you know, would go a long way, I think.
falling for him, although she herself don't really notice.
そう、ちょっと地下室に付き合って。それじゃあ小町、カズマをちょっと借りるわね。え、なんで私に？なんでかしらね。
The girl with
Oh, hello, Akira. Welcome to the stream.
glasses is called Shizuka. She's a girl that's collected and sees things logically. She is in charge of information gathering and analysis, frequently has arguments with Komachi due to her thinking before acting, the exact opposite of Komachi, although if Kazuma starts scolding Komachi or pointing out her downsides, she immediately switches gears into defending her.
確かに小町さんはそういう点があるのは確かですが、大抵その行動の速さはいい方向に作用しているんですよ。頭の回転は速いから普段はそれほど大事態にならないで済んでるんです。ただの慌てんぼではないですよ。小町さんの行動力は事務所の財産です。ただのお漬物とは違うんですよ。そうそう、私は貴重な人材なんだからね。
On the trial
This has a lot of like that Ben 10, like only I'm able to make fun of my cousin energy.
version, you could see the subplot of her being a glutton unfolding. She thinks she could eat a whole chicken by herself.
食べられるかも。
She sneaks into the kitchen and gets surprised Kazuma is there and tells him to go take a bath. Kazuma does wonder why she went there at that time, and it would all lead up to eventually Kazuma finding out she sneaks into the kitchen to eat food in secret. Although this was not in the trial version of the game, it is easily inferred by a sample CG in their website. The green-haired girl is called Mutsumi, and she's the oldest and biggest worker of the group in many ways, and has been here since the office.
With oldest, do you mean like over 18 or am I just like coping?
This was a detective office run by the Gofurori's father. She is very introverted and takes care of cooking and finances alongside being the driver as only she has a permit. She keeps a distance from Kazuma because she has a fear of men. It is not explicitly said why that is in the trial version, although it is easily inferred why that's the case. One of the reasons why she works on that office is because she could live in there and thus avoids public transport. And although she is easily overwhelmed by lots of things,
何よ、むつみさんは関係ないでしょ。
むつみさん、ことは安全の問題です。いい加減にしておくわけにはいきません。
お茶でも飲んで気を落ち着かせませんか。私は落ち着いてるわよ。うっさいからむつみさんはあっちに行ってて。
when it comes to the office leader, she can become quite fierce.
所長になんかしたら いくらカズマさんでも許しませんよ。
むつみさん、
いいですか。所長に何かしたら何をしちゃうかわかりませんよ。怖。
The blonde girl is called Himawari. She is one
Blonde? In what fucking universe is this blonde? She looks more like a redhead, if anything. Like, did they fuck up the colors or something?
of those characters with a smile that shines as bright as the sun. Her name does mean sunflower. She acts and looks very young, with the exception of her chest, and is also very innocent. She loves making people smile and tries to always make things have a bright mood. But she is also very perceptive and kind. She skillfully stops a
Okay, I already found my waifu in this game.
fight between Komachi and Shizuka by baiting Shizuka into thinking about food.
ねえねえ、カズマちゃん、残り全部食べちゃっていい？
むつみさん、私の分のお茶もあります？
ありますよ。お告げしますね。静香ちゃんも食べる？
Someone asked for the name of the game, so I can just do this. One sec. Okay. There, that's the name of the game for anyone interested.
食べます。
She comes to aid Mutsumi when she gets scared by Kazuma and tells him that he shouldn't stay behind her because she's bad with that, while avoiding telling the reason why she's bad with that. When Kazuma is worried about his position on the company, she soothes him and tells him he's doing good. He is supporting the chief properly and he shouldn't worry about things like that.
だからつまんないことは気にしない。そうだよ。カズマちゃんはカズマちゃん。
And even seem to be aware that Komachi likes him. Just like Kazuma, she is also an orphan and got taken in by the previous owner of the office when her parents passed. Aira is the head of the office. She dresses in a gofurori dress and is a genius graduate from
Okay, let me get caught up with chat before we continue, okay? Power scaling eroge by the volume of nuts, pants, and baby sport. The fuck? Less games yet? Oh, okay. These people are just just having a conversation by themselves, so I'll leave them to that. Ushiromiya Battler? No, obscure anime, you don't get it. If they don't have black hair and bland shirts, then I can't self-insert as them. That's all I wear IRL. I was going to make a joke about like what I wear IRL, but I probably shouldn't. This one's kind of funny. This time it wasn't YouTube's fault. Got lolly. Me balls vacated. Okay, imagine a visual novel where there are 3 routes. Let's call them Route 1, 2, and 3. If you wanted to go for the girl in Route 1, that just leads to you being great by the girl from Route 3, so on and so forth. So essentially like Yanderella, which is a game we also played for the channel, but with grape instead of murder. That sounds pretty interesting actually. Over 18? Are you crazy? Anime girl over 18? No, bro, she's 17.9. Good one. My crazier is Mutsumi's voice actor, also in Grisaya. What's this game called again? I don't think you ever find out, because if I were a voice actor, I wouldn't claim this on my resume. Actually, this is something interesting. Like, you remember the character Riona from Serankagura? Right? For the longest time, she didn't reveal her name. She actually like was always credited by the like nickname of Riona, exactly because she's used to doing more like non-safe for work roles, and they didn't want this on her associated to her actual name, and so she did roles like Riona and various others. Like under that pseudonym, exactly to avoid that. Pretty interesting. Anyway, uh, Himawari was my waifu as soon as I saw what she was wearing. Yep, I was right, Lamau. 10 to 30 hours. 10 to 30 hours in a visual novel, then. Delayed for how long? For 10 to 30. Oh my god, the meme was real. The meme was true. Oh my god, this is a 10-hour game that was delayed this long. Oh my god, this must have been so fucking frustrating. Mutsumi's voice actor was also Chizuru, school principal from Grisaya. Hmm, small world. Yeah, I know her. Was it a part of an act because of the mess and stuff? Am I thinking about the right character? That's relatively short in visual novel terms. Yeah, that's my point. Okay, now I'm caught up. They took 1 year per hour. They must have, Jesus Christ. Moving on. Imagine having been hyped up about this game. Not even the Metroid Zero mission of VNs. My reference for visual novels is Grisaya, which is like 100 hours. The longest visual novel I ever played was Princess Evangile, and it took like 70 hours to beat. 70 to 80. I don't remember, like, exactly. Dragon Quest Enjoyer. Oh, welcome to the stream.
From Harvard who inherited the office after her father passed and recruited the other girls to be employees and turned the office into a jack of all trades sort of deal. She is composed.
I'm on my other account. I'm Teto, by the way. Oh god, that's funny. Oh god, that's funny. Welcome to the street, Teto. Oh god. Oh, that was funny. Thanks for that. Continue.
And very knowledgeable and a little bit of a sadist, seems to enjoy teasing Kazuma.
ひょっとしてカズマって魔女
She is a bit of a mad scientist, doing things like researching Kazuma's powers and researching dangerous amoebas. Although she is a little smug lord, the death of her father and dealing with the company that young, it seems things were leading into showing that she was holding a lot inside of her from one of the CGs in the website, but we never get to that point in the trial version. As the days passes, you would have the choice to do work for the company, such as someone sending a request to play with her dog, or going around town to talk to NPCs, visit shops, and maybe even meet other members of the office. They don't appear much in the trial version, but it seems it was planned for them to appear more.
No, not Kiryu Kazu. God damn it. Anyway, Anyway, the girl who's an extrovert with a mask and a shy introvert without that mask, that's what I'm thinking of. No. Riona is the blonde girl that likes, that's the masochist. I don't know, man. I haven't played Shinobi Versus in a while because I've been busy. No, it's fine. You don't. I never like. How do I say this? Like, I wasn't expecting anyone to just remember everything. You know? Isn't Princess Evangile Riona gay? No. The fuck. The fuck are you talking? No, it's one of the most wholesome visual novels like ever made. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Riona, what? Anyway, Okay. Oh, she's too cute. That did something to me. Okay, okay then. Not even gonna comment on that. This peak character design, peak writing, maybe the 11 years was fabulous. Never mind. Ira's my wife. Goddamn, why are there so fucking many like masochists that want their waifus to step on them here? Oh god, whatever. She reminds me of what's her name, the one in Data Live, Kurumi. By the way, this is my other gimmick account. If you couldn't tell. Uh, okay. Pretty cool. I always knew Teto was Ichiban deep down. Oh, the one from Habijo. Uh-huh. I completely forgot about her. The Hanzo R completely forgets Habijo exists. Always knew. Thinking of Violated Princess. Lama. Okay, okay. No, bro, Violated Princess is an old one. Bro's an unk. I mean, most people here are unks, I think. Akira Kazane Teto account looks inside Ichiban Kazane. Yeah, Kurumi. I don't know why I blanked in on the names. Okay,
There
moving on.
also seems to be planned events important for progression in certain routes. Of course, due to being an eroge, it has the types of scenes you would see in one, although in the being an eroge, important seems it was planned for them to appear more. There also seems
What was I going to say? Yeah. My point stands on the whole exploring the world and stuff. Like again, this could have been a very solid just normal visual novel, and it wouldn't have needed to be delayed if it wasn't for this whole open world bullshit that doesn't even improve the game in my opinion. If anything, makes it look worse. So yeah, my opinion stands on that. And also, let's get to a certain part of this video because I want to comment something.
seems to be planned events important for progression in certain routes.
Okay, so there's this game I've bought, this hentai game specifically, that I bought then almost a decade ago at this point. God, I'm old. Anyway, I bought this hentai game almost a decade ago, right? And the whole thing is just at some points I was enjoying it, but at some point it just became so ridiculous that I started feeling sorry for the girl. Because I don't remember the name, but the whole point of the visual novel is that you want to go to college, and so you have a year, has the girl, to make enough money to go to the college, right? And so you can do various jobs to earn that money, like from the more liu to the more normal. Like you can either be like a sex worker, or you can just be like you can essentially just serve people in not even a maid cafe, just a normal cafe. But what made me feel really sorry for the girl is that it doesn't matter what you choose. At some point, something's going to happen to her. Like if anything, you should go for the lewder jobs from the beginning, because at least on those she's consenting to what's happening to her. Well, if you try to go for some of the more normal, wholesome jobs, all that will happen is that you'll still get to the hentai scenes as normal, but let's just say that she won't be as consenting, you know? So yeah, at some point I just started feeling sorry for her. Oh god. Anyway, moving on. Well, I don't want her to step on me exactly. It's just the ASMR whisper. Guys, I really forgot that was the other account that I commented. It's all good, Teto. It's all good. The open world thing could help make the world more immersive, but that would make the whole production take even longer. Sadly, just not feasible. Was it funny, ridiculous, or just fucked up? Just fucked up. Bro really had to emphasize the hentai part. Oh wait, the hentai part was important for the plot. Yes, yes it was. Not even a maid cafe? Heresy. Choose your adventure. Get grape with consent or get grape without consent. Pretty much, yeah. Like, the reason it reminded me of this is because, like, there's a scene that's very, like, reminiscent. Like, this scene reminded me of the, like, hentai game because, like, there's a scene that's very reminiscent of this, right? Because there's a job that you can take where you need to, like, clean up a park, essentially like collect trash and make the park more clean. And like at the beginning you just do the job normally, but then on the third, like, time you do the job, like an old man literally comes and start grabbing the protagonist's ass, just out of nowhere. She just collecting trash, and then some dude comes and like, oh, like does it like Trump, grabs her by the pussy. Okay, sorry. But yeah, that's why the scene reminded me of that game. Like, god damn, that was a fucked up game. Coitada, quando se dá valor pro trabalho honesto, você é estudado em todos os sentidos. Coisa horrível, velho, mas é verdade.
Of course, due to being an eroge, it has the types of scenes you would see in one, although in the trial version there aren't many that go too far, mostly in the form of Kazuma going to take a bath and stumbling across each girl changing, depending on what route you are. Reactions are pretty different depending on the girl. Komachi unsurprisingly beats Kazuma's ass up. Shizuka doesn't seem to mind, but that's because she believes she has no appeal at all and has a complex over her chest as seen in one of the CGs on the website. Mutsumi passes out while standing up, which is not the only time it happens on this trial version. Himawari
Okay, that's funny.
just straight up invites Kazuma to get in with her, and of course he refuses.
Loser! Fuck. What do you mean? You get invited and you don't go? Ooh, this fucking guy. Oh, I swear. Anyway, what was I going to say? I had something I wanted to say here.
Version, Himawari just straight up invites Kazuma to get in with her, and of course he refuses.
Oh yeah. I remember it. Right? uh, there's this game that Manly Badass Hero played, where you play as essentially like a monster girl, right? And like the whole game is very normal. It's just an adventure that you go through. I even think it would be nice to play it for the channel. But what makes this game special is that since it's a RPG Maker game, obviously it has the classic like extra room where you can interact with like assets from the game, like etc. Right? And like for some reason, the person that made that particular game has like a deep seated hatred for like the generic main hero of like the RPG Maker engine, the one that like the generic asset that you can use to make your games, right? Because if you interact with him like in that extra room, like he would just say some really generic stuff, some really generic nice stuff, like I'm going to go and rescue the princess from the evil demon king. But then like the dev has like the protagonist just verbally assault this poor man, like you're a cuck and a loser, like just out of fucking nowhere. And like if you interact with him again, he'll say, I need to get stronger so I can protect the ones I love. And the protagonist will just respond, you're a failure and a fraud. You shouldn't exist. Your mother should have aborted you. Like some really out there shit like this. Like for whatever reason, this dev did not like the generic like main protagonist of RPG Maker.
If you choose to, otherwise you do go in with her. It is an eroge after all.
Woohoo! You have a choice. Yes.
There is a surprisingly big amount of scenes with her on this trial version compared to the others. Aira also doesn't seem to mind that much and even invites Kazuma to go with her, but this time you have no choice and he refuses. She just seems to enjoy seeing him panicking.
案外まともな反応なんだ。
These scenes also lead to when Kazuma is doing his thing and they walk into him. Reactions also vary. For example, Komachi panics, but when Shizuka comes to see what's happening, Komachi starts covering up what's happening so nothing bad happens to Kazuma. Shizuka tries to act calm, but she is a bit shook, so she slams her face on the door when leaving, which makes her drop the wrapping of some cheese, which is another clue she has been sneaking some food. Mutsumi passes out again. With Aira, we get to see just a glimpse of her losing her composure.
何をやってるのよ。
First off, welcome to the stream, Fallen Angel. And hey, which do you think are evil, lust or hate? Aren't those both sins? Like, wouldn't both of them be evil? What? Anyway, welcome.
But she goes back doing her teasing, even asking if Kazuma wants some help. Himawari helps, it is an eroge after all. The trial version ends with Kazuma dreaming of Haruna, likely taken by the same organization that kidnapped him. And he doesn't know if it was just a product of his imagination or if it was real, perhaps even a result of his powers awakening, but that's all we get from the trial version. Now, I'll just straight up say that nothing else came out afterwards, ever, and that includes an announcement of the game being cancelled. If no one ever said, yeah, it's not coming out anymore, then Hope is the last one to die, isn't it? But it's not like there weren't further updates, because for
No, which one is more going to cause damage to a life, person's lust or hate? Again, both of these can cause damage. Like, porn addiction is nothing to like scoff at. Like that can and has destroyed a lot of people's lives. But hate has also destroyed people's lives. Not just in the like usual like, oh, they went and they killed someone or someone hated them, they killed them. No, just having that hate, that malice, like uh having that in you essentially for like I don't know how to say it, essentially like uh holding on to your hate of someone for a long time can actually destroy your life as well. So I don't know, I would say that both of these can be equally destructive, you know. I actually like I need to how do I say this? Yeah, I need to like leave for a bit. Like BRB. Okay, I'm back. Let's continue.
For some reason, the website eventually also sneakily added a release date for 2011, giving more fuel to the idea that the project might not be dead. But across the years, of course, that fuel started running out. Because of course it didn't release in 2011. But it didn't stop people making fun of it for years to come, like commenting in the behalf of the producer. I work hard this year as well. I kept it a secret, but actually, after the master up, just before the backup, the data was lost, so Makaten was gone. It seems that the Makaten sale is going to take a while, so I'll be progressing with the Idol and the Sleepover games. This comment is based on the fact Bottomless had more games planned to be released after Omakase Trouble Angel. And then someone decoded Idol as Idol, and Sleepover read as Otomari as stoppage. Wow, that's devious. What was Master Up again? Forgotten is like a greeting, not much different from good morning. Master Up, hehehe. Oh, today too was a good Master Up, wasn't it?
These little shits.
Huh? Shizuka. Who was that again? This time is coming out, hehehe. I will not trust the things Katan say ever again. Huh? Omaten. Makaten. Yeah, there was something like that, yeah. How nostalgic. Of course, people were not only pretending to be the producer to make jokes. There was someone wondering what would come first, the construction of the Odono Bridge in his prefecture or the release of Omakase Trouble Angel. The bridge opened almost 6 years after that comment. The bridge won. I wonder if we're adding Windows 10 support. Hey,
Imagine.
we lost. No wait, in a way, we won. Regarding Sakura no Uta, that released 11 years after being announced. Omaten's rival is Haruharu. Sorry. If we convert to bottomless time and space, it is currently the 125th month of 2009. A year has not passed. It's the 65th month, isn't it? Nope, it's the 2192nd day of May 2009. May is still not over. When I think it has been 10 years, I am filled with emotions. I want to convey my gratitude for Gatan worked hard all this time. I wonder what we're doing to celebrate 10 years. I can't help but have expectations. Good for you, Bottomless-chan. You made a friend. Yesterday, we have announced the master up for Shoujo Ramune. However, in the current day, we have found flaws within the contents of the master up. Therefore, we had temporarily withdrawn the master. Even Doki Doki Little Oya-san 2 came out already. Gatan, come on now. It's okay, Haruharu is not out yet. Just release the CG and the voices, you can do that, right? If Kannazuki releases a CG pack, he can achieve Nirvana. Now that we got to this point, I'm starting to worry if there's really any development happening. Are you dumb? If it does come out, it won't be Makaten anymore. It will be something else that's similar to Makaten. This year also ended without any progress. Of course there wouldn't be any! I am still waiting for the game to be sold. Keep it up, Gatan. Could it be that this person is a bodhisattva? I just cannot imagine.
A bodhisattva. Oh, okay. Okay, let me get caught up with the comments before we continue. Okay. Angry face with shark teeth, my beloved. Good taste there. Chest complex? How dare she? None of my flat-chested queens are allowed to have that. Big Pew, how do you grape with It's a joke. How dare he refuse her? Himawari-chan. Of course he refuses. Of course? Suddenly I remember the light of Tsukimi Manor, manly badass hero mentioned. I love these dev rooms. The RTP? I don't know what that is. Yeah, the default RTP hero asset. That's what I'm talking about. It would have been funny if he said, I have to get stronger so I can protect the ones I love from you. Yeah, that would have been funny. This is what RPG Maker Shovelware does to a motherfucker. Doing his thing, Komashi is saving him from being violated. Ida does or says anything. Empty my bowels! These boners, they will not eat. Why are they so surprised? Did they try to grape him at the start? Look, you can't like expect logic out of an anime girl and like her reaction to sexual stuff. Okay, like they'll write these characters as these absolute hoes that wear like zero clothes, like to go out, and that literally flash their panties everywhere. But the minute like the guy they like kisses them, they're suddenly like pure maidens in love. Like it just doesn't make sense. Okay. If anything, he should be pretending to be a maiden against these whores. Well, not trying to. Anyway. Okay. What's the difference between gluttony and sloth? Though they're both quite similar. Not really. Sloth is like the sin of laziness, and gluttony is the sin of like essentially eating too much. Like I think they're quite distinct. Personally. The question is too open. Hate can lead to you sometimes lead you to end someone's life. Lust can make a life that is doomed to suffer tremendously. Okay, are we back? For some reason, we disconnected for a while. Hopefully you didn't miss much. Anyway, porn addiction is bad. Porn addict. Oi, I'm not addicted. Okay, I can quit whenever I want. Anyway, I see another game about this, just way more disturbing. Though I don't know why to make such disturbing content or innocent schoolgirls. It's just like, do they like people who are at least grown and mature, at least had full lives before this? Okay. Oh, thank God! I want to go grab a snack. Kazuma dreaming. He dreamed once, not twice. Okay, I get it. I got a pound bag of animal crackers. The shit's fire. Been chipping at it for like 3 days. Which animals? Uh, the sheep, the horse, and the rhino. I can't find any more of them because the rest of them are in my stomach. Big Pew, sheep and horse makes sense, but rhino? Big Pew, you ate all the rhinos vomiting out. That's an endangered species. No, I'm a terrible person. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, tattoo the company is called Bottomless. That's a very high concentration of copium. True. Welcome to the stream, Zeashi. Welcome. Little Oya-san mentioned. Either I'm kind of curious, how are your studies going? Are you almost done or just beginning? I'm in my first semester of this new university, and things are going quite well. I'm pretty sure I've, essentially good, I got pretty good grades on 3 of my classes already. Like I just need the confirmation from the rest, and like I should be able to have a little break to work on the channel before initiating the second semester. She's bottomless? Whoa! Also, how did you think of the game I recommended you? I was just thinking I might be writing of it. Which one, Fallen Angel? Please specify. RTP hero should be friends with March from Fire Emblem. He fights for his friends. Serankagura in a nutshell. Or yeah, basically streak in public, but please do not have Hanzo walk in on us. Yeah, that's exactly the example I was thinking of. If anything, greed is more similar to gluttony. True. I mean that guy from Smash. That one. Marth debuted in Smash. Okay. Wait, Mew Two King's character from Smash Melee has his own game? Anyway, I got jump scared by OA getting shushed by the UK government the moment he started to talk about corn addiction. sorry for like that little like uh that little problem with the stream. We're back now. I'm on VNDB right now. They have a picture and they have pictures to clarify what a small chest is. Anyway, fucking rigorous and knowledge build. Okay, moving on.
Imagine a future where Omaten goes to sale. Himawari is here! I downloaded Himawari Santa costume wallpaper. Huh? Why now? The resolution of the picture is old, but I downloaded it. Are you for real? We didn't mention anything about the delays in the release though. Komachi's Santa costume is too cute! You guys. I knew there wouldn't be anything, but I still had to check because what if? And now, it's just sadness. The pure me who goes check every time someone says there's an update even knowing there isn't one is also here, so please stop doing that. 10 years ago, there was an update on the official website. Really? I was a bait. Currently, there was an update on the official website. Really? I was a bait. Happy 40 years old to me. I think I was about 35 when I reserved the game. I forgot where I put my reservation slip though. Happy birthday. Congratulations. Oh, thank you. One of the things that kept...
How wholesome. Let me just check, okay, Fallen Angel. Okay. Oh, Toho the Range Dungeon of Lust. Okay. I haven't checked it out yet, but I will give my thoughts as soon as I do. Like, don't worry, it's in my checklist. Anyway. Man, I don't know why, but the early mid 2010s still feel like a different era. Like I was watching GDQ VODs from 2016, it felt so different somehow. Yeah, I know how that feels. I will talk about I will address the rest of your comments later, okay?
People on edge, and really one of the reasons why people didn't fully give up was the website. As you can infer, the website was still accessible, but it did go down once in a while. Bottomless public website disappeared? Did they forget to pay? Did they finally run away? They really brought it back as if nothing happened. They really had the nerves to bring it back. I thought that this time it was over. It's gone, or it gives back a 404. Is it temporary? Or rather... Is it the end? My Himawari-chan! Don't take away my life support! It's back. They really brought it back. They're definitely looking at this thread and commenting. There is one Gatang among us. Is it you? The domain is gone. It's probably back soon though. It's already this season. It's back. 404 not found. Again? Rather, I don't get the reason why they keep bringing it back up. Is it finally over?
That's a good point though. Like, if they cancel the game, why keep the website up? Like, I get keeping like an old website like alive for an old game that actually released, you know, so that people who actually played it can like get information and stuff. But if the game is canceled, then why even bother?
Time has probably came. I thought it would be back by Friday. It's back. It's back! Are they maintaining the site just for the sake of these threads? I feel like this will be repeating for the rest of my life. Yeah, the domain kept being paid for. People weren't sure if payment was automatic or not, but the website definitely lived on for a long time. The website went down again April last year, 2024. And it came back up! So, could you go to the website now? I don't think so. When I go there now, I only get a message that the website is under maintenance and it's been like that for a while. It might be gone for real now. But is it? Someone on Twitter found that the company name is on the list of companies that are not contactable by the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications, and they took that as a good reason to believe Hope is gone for good. Not like there's much left. Nowadays, it really is just a legend. A legend people like to remember and joke about. I wonder if my Omakase Trouble Angel reservation voucher is still valid. It came out when I was cleaning my room, from 2006. There was jokes about the release of Uma Musume and the Gundam Seed movie, and they ended up becoming true. If things keep up this way, the sales of Omakase Trouble Angel is coming soon, isn't it?
God, that cope. That reminds me of the people who still think to this day that like No Game No Life is genuinely going to get a season 2. Like, no, just give up. Just give up, bro.
Has Omakase Trouble Angel released yet? Oh, father, what are you talking about? PC game Omakase Trouble Angel is currently back in development, sales planned for 2025, and this person posts something similar every year. I also found this lovely fan art from 2022 of that CG of Shizuka sneaking into the fridge, and it's quite interesting to see fan art for something that never officially got out. Besides this, I found some other stuff as well. There is a doujinshi from 2010 called I Saw This Faint Dream, and it starts with Kazuma getting the grand prize on one of those Japanese ball lottery things in the shopping district. A direct reference to a scene where you could choose a prize that you would like to win and would likely affect future outcomes in the complete game. One of the options is a trip to the hot springs. On this doujinshi, he gets a trip for 5, and of course that's not enough for all 6 of them, so he's left behind. However, Aira decides to stay behind as well. She couldn't leave one of the girls behind, and letting the person who got the prize having the short end of the stick wouldn't be appropriate as well, so her compromise is to stay with Kazuma. The scene of them going out is quite interesting because it is also based on a CG that was only available on the website, so the author was filling in the gaps to create their own scenario. There was also a RPG Maker game from 2019, also based on a CG only seen on the website. All other members are unavailable, so she goes by herself, investigates some suspicious man who has been taking recordings in the park. The game is quite short, but it's interesting to see when a fan game comes out before the main one. In this case, 14 years after its supposed release date. Apparently, the office safe code is 2005-0527. I wonder if that's referencing something. Another interesting thing I found is one guy started commissioning lots of Himawari fan art from around 2020 to this year even, 2025. And one of the artists he commissioned was Kanazuki Motofumi, the lead artist for Omakase Trouble Angel. That's one way to get your CGs. Although
This man is like fucking playing 4D chess at this point. Like his thinking is beyond our understanding.
their last request, finished in February of 2025, was a drawing of Himawari and Aira waving goodbye because even the website disappeared sometime in the later half of 2024. So it seems even the person who requested the art have thrown the towel regarding waiting for the release of Omakase Trouble Angel. Now that I touched the topic of the staff, I looked into if any of them ever said anything. Kanazuki Motofumi didn't seem to have talked about it, and I don't know if he ever mentioned anything in a previous deleted account. But once in a while, he seemed to make allusions to a time when he was working in an eroge that was postponed, and someone on the team said they should do an April Fool's joke, and the person in charge of graphics got mad at them. I'm not sure if this is a behind-the-scenes story of Omakase Trouble Angel, but it is quite possible. Another thing I learned is that apparently, whenever a voice actress is recording a sucking noise, they just suck really hard on their hand with a straight face. I've only been in 2 eroge recordings.
Oh god, I just fucking imagine seeing that. Just oh god, I love these behind the scenes like kinds of information. Like I have this reminded me of something actually. Because like there was some behind the scenes information that like I got for the Monster Musume anime, right? That like the mangaka for Monster Musume, he actually went to a recording of one of the scenes for the show, like for the anime adaptation of his manga. And like even the dude that drew Monster Musume was so embarrassed, like listening to the recording of the scenes he himself wrote, that his reaction was like, "Oh my god, I should have written a more wholesome manga. Oh my god, like I'm forcing this poor woman to do this. Oh god." He got such like a Gunner's remorse, you know? Just amazing.
But on both times, it really was like this. So that's something nice to remember whenever you hear those sounds. The only other staff member that I could both find and mention Omakase Trouble Angel was the person in charge of the scenario, Ishiumi Tatsuya. It's not a book, but an eroge, but I want to get Omakase Trouble Angel and Trouble Trap Laboratory Return out. Or rather, I want them to see the light of the day. And the day after he said that, there was another tweet saying he was sleepy because Gatan called and they had a long phone call because he tweeted about Omakase Trouble Angel and he was kept awake. I'm not sure if that's a bad thing, but it doesn't sound good. That was in 2012. If I had $5 quadrillion, I would anonymously send money to game companies that seems they would abandon their projects. 10 million yen would be good. With 10 million yen, Omakase Trouble Angel will be completed. Alright, just to make clear, but my work with Omaten is already done. I might receive additional work requests though. That was in 2019 and his last tweet about it. Well, he doesn't seem to have anything to do with the delays, and the last time he mentioned the producer was in 2012, so I think this is the end. A shame, but really, it isn't crazy that a game gets abandoned for this reason or that reason. It was shaping up to be something quite nice, but in the end, it didn't. Not every story gets a happy ending, or an ending, who knows, it might still come out 2026, mark your calendars! Because really, all I'm doing is looking into something that interests me and sharing my findings in the end. I might not ever be able to finish Omakase Trouble Angel.
ちっちゃい言うな。どうも情けない反応ね。静か、こんなに情けないターゲットだなんて聞いてないわ。本当に本人か確かめた？
But I did enjoy what I played, so I think I'll try out Trouble Trap Laboratory someday.
ちっちゃい言うな。どうも頭悪い反応ね。カホン、こんなに頭悪いサンプルだなんて聞いてないわ。
Fucking literally fucking copy paste the dialogue. Jesus Christ.
十分な知性を持っているか確かめた？
And I think that's all I have to say. See ya.
Okay, I don't know. I have so many like because again, this was a 30-minute video. Obviously we reacted to something else like in between, but like just this 30-minute video already took like an hour and a half to react to because there was so much to go through. So you know what? Screw it. Like we're going to be reacting to some of the memes I have like saved, and like then we're going to be like pulling for the characters I announced at the beginning, and then we're going to end stream because like I really just don't think. Wait, actually, since I promised like 2 videos by this guy, let's see like at least a smaller one before we get to the memes. 1 sec. I probably should be like hiding the screen for this. Okay, yeah, it was like that. Okay. Okay. Let's put those videos. Then there's a lot of videos saved here. Okay. Okay, I have some other ones like saved before this, but I think I'm going to. Yeah, I think I'm going to put this one first. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to react to this smaller video and then we're going to get to the other things I promised, okay? Before we do any of that though, let me get through like the comments. Uh, they literally were a different era. It's been longer since the early 2010s than the early 2010s were from the 90s. So I could legally reserve the game when I was 7 and then legally purchase. Oh, I could illegally reserve the game when I was 7 and then legally purchase it. You really could. When the Gatan is sus, Trouble Angel Curse game. Where can I find the game? Okay. And yeah, like I said, Fallen Angel, like Toho Deranged Dungeon of Lust is one I'll check out later, and then I'll see your rewrite and compare to the actual game, and then I'll give my opinion on both. Did you see the news about Toho 6 that is getting a remake? That's all the news I've seen about that. I don't know, they probably have it for the same reason they still have a Sekirei website. Okay. Okay. I'm never giving up. Probably talking about like no game, no life. Oh my god, Bottomless discloses that it uses AI gen images on the website, but there are no images. Amazing. I felt the infinite life thing weird, but not too much of an issue to me. Wait until KYDB look at how much fan art Project KV got. Yeah, true. I'm surprised nobody has ever tried to take over the writing of the story and write a fan-made version of this. It wouldn't be like the same. I don't think people would be too like excited for it if it wasn't from the original creators, you know? Like the only reason people are excited for like the continuation of Berserk's story is because allegedly like the new guy writing it got notes from like the original author, you know? So, given that it would be like in this case completely fan made, I don't think there would be uh too much hype behind it. She's so pretty. Ida is the match made in heaven. It all comes back to RPG Maker. That commission's canon now. Lol, what the fuck? It's gonna make Trouble Angel himself. He's my goat. Generational mourning in Japan for the fall of a Gunnar PN. It's amazing. Curse knowledge. I just tried sucking on my hand to see if it was real. Always wondered how do voice actors react, though, record those eating sounds. I don't get it. Does that eroge still exist or it's gone forever? The one we just like saw. Oh, it's been cancelled. Big Pew training his suck hatchet. Also, every time I suck on a popsicle, I can't stop thinking that it sounds like an over exaggerate. Anyway, Gunnar's remorse. Someone raised 10 million yen. I'm actually gonna do the inverse of this. I'm gonna send studios money to not release their games. Why are you so evil? The Momusu author is very shy. I imagine how red he was with shame. This is like a Hazel video. Then got that my Goth Lolly, she got a job. The Nintendo DS spanking discipline game. Oh my god, I need to see that. Oh, I'm sorry, but that one is too like long for this react video. You're going to need to see it in your own time. An hour and a half for a 30-minute video. You have reached the top of REACTSLOP YouTuber. Oh, no, my friend. The top of REACTSLOP YouTubers is a YouTuber called, let me put here, Skew Chen. Like, she turned a 20-minute video into a 2 hour and 30 minutes, like, React stream. Like, that's the peak of, like, REACTSLOP. Penguin Zero needs to take notes. Wait, don't gatekeep who you subscribe to. That one is almost 50 minutes, Ichiban. Okay. I was thinking about switching over to Linux, talking about Ubuntu. Okay. The fuck was that? Uh, no Arch. If you say Arch, you're getting blocked and reported. Nobody knows what Linux is. Those who know. The new Toho 6 is more of a remaster than a remake, in my opinion. I like how it includes the original version with it. No, it hasn't been cancelled. It's coming out soon. Holding my breath until I see the remade Sakuya portrait. Oh my god, that woman's a yep master. Yeah. Anyway, with that said, let's start. Yeah, too bad no Rule 30 for Rebecca and Roxy and Shell Tears allowed in Canada. Welcome to the stream, Gummy Gun. And yeah, that sucks.
This is Shinsei, the social MMO released in 2009 and lasted for 7 months. One of its big selling points is that your avatar could be either a normal-sized avatar or what they called a Nendoroid-sized avatar. So what exactly is this game? This was purely a social game. It was not a RPG or anything of the sort. It was mostly described as a
It's not a cyberpunk dystopia, son. It's just Canada.
metaverse, a virtual world. Developed by Hobbystock, an online website that handles anime goods, they got the permission of Goods Mayo Company to create and market characters in-game as Nendoroids. And this game was taglined as the combination of an avatar game with a creation market. Now, what does this tagline mean? The Nendoroids were a point of attraction for possible players, but it wasn't the main selling point. There were 3 main selling points, and the first one is that you had extreme freedom with your avatar. Not from simple item customization, but from the fact you
Sorry, hand over your lolly. Sorry, pretty much, yeah.
yourself could create items, upload your own character models and textures. But if you didn't know how to do that, the second selling point was the creation of a 3D market for digital assets where you could obtain those character models and items created by other players. And the last selling point is that within this market, you could not only obtain avatars and parts for it, you could also obtain user-created games. The idea behind
Let me guess, it's another one of those things that fails because it's too ambitious, right?
Shinsei was
Like,
that it
it's
wanted
always
to be
because
a
of that.
massive multiplayer online social game / platform that thrived from user-generated content. I have seen it being compared to Second Life, and I'm guessing for a more modern example, you could refer to VR chat. The game client had 3 different main options.
Wait, one of my teachers, like one of my most evil teachers, like just apparently just posted the grades that we got for his class. So like we're going to see like now my live reaction to my final grade if I will have to do like the final test or if I'm already like approved in his subject in his class. You're going to have my live reaction to my grade right now. Let's see. This is the most evil professor ever, so hopefully okay. Yeah! Yeah! Let's fucking go! Yeah! Holy shit! Yeah, dude! Okay. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. Perfect. That was the one I was most worried about, and like I'm approved on it. That means it's yeah, pretty much I only need like Yeah, there's only one other class that I'm worried about, but like way less than this one. Like if I got approved on this one, like I'm pretty much just free. Hell yeah, bro. We're so fucking back. And thanks for the thanks for commemorating this with me, guys. It's really special actually. Thank you guys.
To choose from. The first one was to get into Shinsei and hop around the world, meet people and have fun in general. The second one was the Avatar 2. Despite the huge freedom of customization in Shinsei, ultimately the Avatar 2 was more of a dress-up 2 with a 3D viewport. You couldn't modify models or textures in it, but it did have the ability to import them so you could use it in-game. But that also meant that to create these avatars, you them so you could
Okay, back to the video. Like I just have to point this out because like of course
couldn't modify models or textures in it, but it did have the ability
they had to put specific attention, like special attention to this part right here. Like obviously, like it doesn't matter if it's a full-size model or a chibi model, you gotta make sure like any anime model has quality panty shots. Amazing. There's a tornado approximately 30 miles from me. I love living in America. I should get into a shelter. First off, welcome to the stream, Dave Yonitz. And yeah, you should really like value your safety like above anything else. Like get to a shelter, and I'll be hoping for the best. Uh, Gamigan and other people here commenting. I'll get to your comments in a bit, okay? Just a couple minutes. I just want to get through a bit of
to import them so you
like a bit more of this video. Then I'm going to BRB again, and like when I come back, I'll address your comments. Don't worry.
could use it in-game. But that also meant that to create these avatars, you would need a third-party software. Developers knew you could use Maya, 3ds Max, and XSI Mod 2, but they were also looking for other options such as Blender. And even to modify textures, you would
Wait. Blender. Not Blender, mind you. The like a copyright-free version. Blender.
They were also looking for other options, such as Blender. And even to modify textures, you would need something like GIMP or Photoshop. But if you knew how to use these things, you could quite literally make your avatar anything based on the 5-headed or Nandroid models. You could create something more basic,
Basic my ass.
based on the 5-headed or Nandroid models. You could create
amazing. Peak character design right there.
something more basic, a fox girl, a schoolgirl, nurse, bunny suit, you know how it is. Hell yeah. But you can also be a stick figure, you can be a cow emoji, you can be an eyeball, you can be a seahorse. You're tired of your human body? Sure. You're tired of a body? Sure. You're
What the
tired
fuck?
of being? Sure. You're a railway gun. You're a space battleship. Be reborn as a vending machine. You want to make your character hold
Be reborn as a vending machine almost like a full decade before the actual thing. Put your glasses on, hell yeah. Anyway. But yeah, BRB, and when I come back, I'll address your comments. Just a minute. Okay. Yeah, that's how Canada is. Dumb rules. Uh, the Avatar making the game was ahead of its time. It really was. Like I didn't comment about it, but it actually is some really advanced and cool stuff that like really must have allowed for a lot of creativity in the short time that this game was available. And like thankfully like we have things now like VR chat that kind of simulate the same experience. So yeah, pretty cool. Show us in real time. Let's go away. Take your final anyway. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Obscure scholar. Let's go. Thanks. Again, thanks for celebrating this with me, guys. Thanks. In Canada, there are Guna rules, so I review the law here, see what waifus allow and what's not. Funny thing, white hair elf allowed in the anime Ubel in. I don't think anyone here will be surprised at that, but like why are any like rules trying to regulate like Gunner content like so inconsistent? Like I haven't seen a collection of rules like trying to control sexual content make any sense or be in any way like consistent at all. They always like make weird exceptions and like approve things that you would never think would be approved and like censor things that have no reason to be censored. And like a lot of people will attribute this to AI, but humans were making those same like mistakes like from the beginning. It's just a thing that seems to happen with like sexual content. Every time that people try to censor it, the rules for it don't make any sense. But whatever. Anyway. By the way, I went to the orientation for college I'm going to, and my room's AC didn't work. This is the closest I ever want to be to low income housing. Damn. Honestly, like, this. This is the kind of thing that reminds me that I live in a third world country, right? Because, like, the the classrooms not having like air conditioner was like a constant essentially throughout most of my school life. Like, and my family is not like poor. We're pretty well off, honestly. And still, like, just given the country I'm in, like, the concept of a classroom not having an air conditioner is just normal to me. Like, we pretty much like commemorated, we celebrated, whenever the classroom had air conditioning because it was so normal for it not to, you know. Already commented on this. If you create an entire 3D model of an anime girl in your game and don't make the panties visible, I think that should result in like jail time. Agreed. The ZR2 Zetai Ryoki's GOAT. I live for anime girl panty shots. I think most of us do. There's no worse feeling than angling the camera upwards and discovering a black void in modern anime LARP games. There are some that try to like at least give you some cute shorts under the skirt. So those are at least somewhat better. But yeah, like just give us the panty shots, bro. Like stop doing this bullshit. Like if girls frontline can, why can't you? Obscure anime is stripping, they're lit. Hey, I never said they were bad. I just pointing out the fact. I'm not saying it's bad. Yes, we going into chibi characters. BA train mindset. Yeah, but BA is kind of cheating. Like the chibi characters in BA are designed to be goonable, Brander. The To be honest, the BA chibis are something else, exactly. Uh Let me like go back. Brenda. I saw Suwako in there. Swackers. The tentacle alien with human head is the funniest thing ever. Who's the cutest anime girl in Toho, and why is it Suako? My basic bitch. Flandre is my favorite. Kaguya is too pretty too. Said the waifu not allowed also is Rin Tosaka and Kyoko Kirigiri. My number one waifu and Rena for Higurashi. Man, the dumb rules. Funny thing, Tatsumaki from One Punch Man is okay because I don't even have anything to say about that, Gamigan. Like, can I just say that the rules? Can I just agree that your country's rules are retarded and like we move on? Because like I really don't have anything else to add to this. I'm a big Flandre guy, but I Omega simp for Rumia, good taste, Sino, Daiosei, and Star Sapphire. Too bad most of those except Sino have almost zero art. Isekai. I was a middle-aged otaku who recently lost his job and got disowned by my family, so I decided to end it all, and suddenly I was reborn as a vending machine with anime girl soda cans. The fact that this fucking genuine concept I can see being made at this point is kind of sad, honestly. Star Sapphire has so little art that my obsession with her is basically schizophrenia, fueled by two specific panels. Jesus Christ. Someone should give you a serialized manga. The Three Fairies manga are great. Base Sapphire Simper. Star Sapphire just has that smug, superior Mezugaki expression. She has a single official panel where she has a sexy figure in a witch costume. Okay. So we slopping today, huh? Welcome to the Streamfish Show, and yes, that's what we're doing. Just pure bullshittery for 40 chapters. Okay, I'm fucking reading the Three Fairies manga. That sounds like peak. Okay, I want to be tricked by Star. Cheating Detective Satori. Maybe kind of a bad as a manga, but at least it gave me more Flandre. That's illegal. Just, okay. Pure Toho bullshittery. The Three Fairies manga bored me to tears, but Star Sapphire brings me to tears. Like Chen also. Chen is also a good one. Wife that are allowed to live in Canada is Jeanne d'Arc from Fate, Suzuha from Steins Gate, Prince Eugene from Azure Lane, and Yubel. Well, at least you got a good selection there, but still, like, it sucks. What did you guys just thug it out? Yes, in our country, like at least the region I live in, right, is even hotter than like the United States. Like your spring is our summer, you know? No, wait, no. Your summer is our spring, is what I meant to say. Fucking, it's that hot here, and we just didn't have any air conditioner. And Brazil's hot as hell too. How the fuck did you guys survive? We're just used to it, bro. We're just used to it at this point. That room was probably so sweaty. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lost World released another Hag Cyrno. Hag Cyrno. Oh, show. The shorts only get a pass if they had a cute bow tie. Mm-hmm. True. Oh wait. BA Chibis versus Nikkei Chibis. BA Chibis, like all the way. Like Nikkei Chibis are only now starting to catch up. I live in Italy, and our schools still don't have air conditioner. Maybe because Italy isn't it the literal like laser point of the sun like Brazil? I mean, fair. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Actually, I wanted to comment about this. Did you know that a lot of people in like the UK are dying from heat stroke? Like, how do you die of heat stroke in the UK, bro? Like that country was so cold. I was in like a heavy ass like sweater, and I was still cold. Like, how do you die of heat stroke on like the UK, bro? And like, it's not just an isolated case. There are multiple people dying of heat stroke in the UK, and I'm just like, were these people originally from Russia? What the hell? Anyway. One of my favorite Toho things is lolly characters and fairies wearing Reimu's outfit. Too bad it also receives so little art. Does Canada have a specific ban list of anime girls? For Bookman, BA chibis all the way. They're more well rendered because the chibis in BA are show more in the game than Nikkei. Also, BA chibis are surprisingly thicker and jiggle physics. I agree. Speaking of Isekai, Reincarnated as a Sword is getting season 2. My cute friend and her sword dad getting more action. That's what. That's honestly like a story here. Like I actually gave a chance. Like pretty much the rest of my family was just like, "Oh my god, obscure anime. Look at this premise. It's slop, right?" Like this whole reincarnated as a vending machine is just pure slop. Like why are you even giving it a chance? And I was like, well, like there was an anime about a dude that literally reincarnated into a sword, and that anime was fire. So like clearly I can't just dismiss this out of like just the premise alone, you know. But yeah, it ended up being like slop anyway. So I guess I guess they were right this time. Anyway. Also, Peko from Danganronpa allowed and Miyu from Danganronpa too. Oh yeah, I actually like Sword Isekai. I love how in the finale of season 1, Fran gets a cute and funny outfit and the normie fans throw a fit. Fans. I think it's because like the anime kind of starts with like instead of sexualizing Fran, again, like the guy that reincarnates into a sword acts more as a dad to her. And they also don't do the whole like slavery kind of trope. They actually like avoid doing that by freeing from slavery from the very beginning. So I guess the show, due to those things, like attracted an audience of like normies to it, right? uh and due to that, that's why there was such a like bad reaction to that. I'm not justifying it, I'm just saying that from a logical standpoint, I understand, you know. It's just like there's a channel I follow, uh like Emirichu, right? That she built her like whole brand on this very like shoujo inspired like anime art style that obviously attracted a lot of women and kids into her audience, right? So when she drew a character in like lingerie, there was a huge uproar about it, and she was like, "Oh, why are you guys so mad? It's just a lady in lingerie. Like, why are you so mad I drew that?" And I was like, I mean, like I'm with you. Like this really isn't that big a deal, but like you need to understand the audience you cultivated. Like for any other audience that wouldn't anime audience that wouldn't be a big deal, but when you literally like cultivated like an audience of like mostly women and children with a very wholesome anime art style, especially one which you use to talk badly about like these types of tropes in one of your most famous videos. Like you should expect like some backlash, you know. Again, I'm not justifying it, I'm just saying that like it makes sense. You need to be prepared for this kind of stuff, which is something I think we should talk about more in like our Saturday Little Witch Nobeta stream, because that's a topic I wanted to talk about, and I think it will be more fitting there. Anyway, uh, UK motherfuckers, the second it doesn't rain for 80 days straight. Pretty much, yeah. Because their houses suck. And most of the dead are old. It's Tuesday, in it. It spontaneously immolates. People in the UK dying from heat stroke, not even Brazil when they had that extreme heat wave in 2024. 40 degrees Celsius daily, even reaching 50 degrees if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we just build different, bro. Those people in the UK are all like a bunch of bitches. Even Slop can still deliver soul. Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, Canada. So FPR. So for ever new anime, I watch check who allowed to lead and who's not. The fact that you need to do that just shows how stupid those rules are. Speaking of shoujo, Caramelise is getting an anime. The shoujo manga about... I'll pretend I didn't hear. I will pretend I didn't like... I'll pretend I didn't read that, honestly. Fucking Godzilla-chan in a shoujo... No. If you want to do Godzilla-chan justice, you do it in a degenerate, like, lolly manga. Like, what are we doing making this into a shoujo manga? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Anyway. Oh yeah, I want to hear your opinion on this. For the Akiba strip video I was making, should I do a plot explanation at the start, so the rest of the video has no spoilers, just sprinkle spoilers all around? I think the methods that, I think neither of these. I think the method that Cozier Lobster uses, where he, like, talks about the game, at the beginning, and then has a section at the end, that you can skip if you want to avoid spoilers, like for the story. I think that's the best way to go about it, you know? I think that's the best way if you're really worried about it. If you don't care, just like, the thing I would suggest instead is talking about the story alongside things like game mechanics and graphics and stuff like that. That's what I'd recommend. Anyway, I follow Emirichu, and then she deserves so much better. Her fans piss me off so much. Same. Okay, try Sword Isekai Fran Season 2 outfit. I don't know a better way to search it. Okay. Oh, it's because, okay. Son, Fran gets a cute and funny outfit. I don't watch the anime. Please tell me what I should search on Google. I need to see that outfit. I may start to watch it now. Okay, that's what he was referring to. Is the black midriff bearing outfits. So you can react to Higurashi AMV I made. It's an AI song, so do not have to worry. Tell you what, can you, like, wait, you made it, right? So let me see something here.
Something?
1 second. Let me... Okay. Oh my fucking god. Okay. I'm just searching for something that Gamigan, like, asked me to, okay? I'll go back to the video as soon as I finish with this. Perfect, okay. Okay, there I see like 5 of these here. I'll react to them at the end of the stream. I'm going to like leave this registered for the end of the stream. Okay. Don't worry, I found it, Gummy Gun. Lamau, she's a okay. Lamau, she is in a normal girl or monster girl forms for the most of the time and turns to a kaiju when her emotions get out of control. It's a pretty interesting romance. Maybe I'll give it a chance. Probably not. Like, I'll just be real with you. Probably not. But maybe, okay? But the male lead is kind of dumb. Honestly, her original wholesome outfit was really cute too. When you said fun or Hitori was hardcore, I thought you meant he made BDSM stuff. This is Riona. Like, never doubt me when I say hardcore. Like, you know what I'm about.
Yeah, someone might have created it, have it hold a scythe, had it hold a leek, swords, tuna, have it take a look at a telescope. Aw, look how happy they are fishing in that indoor pond. No, it's not a pond. It's actually just another avatar. It doesn't have to be confined into your avatar body. You have this whole area to play with. Now it looks like you're locked in a prison. It looks like you're enjoying the pool. Looks like you're driving a battleship. Have your character be a stall owner. You want to ride something? 失敗して落ち込んだ元気出せ気にしない You could also ride a car. Remember, you can mess around with textures.
I feel like this is too much freedom, bro. Like, I was enjoying this before, but like when you can make your avatar literally like not it's not an asset. You literally are just a person driving a car. Like, I feel like we've gone too far.
You have an Itasha now. People were just getting creative on which part to use for what. The cars were set on legs. They could be considered the equivalent of pants. Be fried shrimp, be sick, be dead, be dead. You could be anything within the 5-head or Nendoroid model schemes. Hell, you could be both. 5-headed tall mecha model with your Nendoroid of choice added to it. I recognize her. That's Queen Lavinia from Alice Parade. Honestly, this looks very good. People seem to be really into this amount of freedom. It's probably what they wanted to happen. You could even mess with emotes. For example, if you have a character holding a bowl of food and chopsticks while doing a crying emote set to a happy face texture, it just looks like it's enjoying a meal. And it was all happening throughout their in-game market. This was all user created and people had to use the in-game shop to obtain these things. Just
Man,
to make
this is
one
really
thing
creative,
clear, the
honestly.
game didn't download those models and texture informations by default. Whenever you saw someone with a model or texture you haven't seen previously, you had to right click on them and then download that information, otherwise it would be a black model with a question mark head. And that was the Avatar 2. The last option in the game client was the Game 2. Just like the Avatar 2, it was a tool for testing and uploading purposes. You couldn't make a game in it. You also needed third-party software, but this time you only had one option. Shinsei had the capability to run games developed in the Kirikiri 2 engine. The thing about Kirikiri is that it's mostly known for being used in the development of visual novels. Fate Stay Night and Tsukihime, for example. But it seems there were two types of scripts that could be used, KAG and TJS2. They claimed doing novel games with KAG was more approachable for beginners, and for other things the TJS2 script was used and was more appropriate for experienced people. But honestly, I have no idea what any of these means. To actually play those games, you did it inside the Shinsei Road. Single player and multiplayer that was done through peer-to-peer connections. If you played alone, you would either become a message that said currently playing, or you would have a mark on top of your head. If you were on a multiplayer game lobby and looking for people, you would become a big-ass monolith, and people could join that monolith, or you could invite other people as well. Now, of course, you saw the title of the video. Shinsei didn't work. But why? They didn't seem to have got the games they wanted. 1. Making games takes much more time than modeling an avatar. 2. Only being able to use Kirikiri seemed to be very limiting to the creators. 3. There didn't seem to be real big incentives to create games specifically for Shinsei. If you had the ability to make games for Shinsei, you could be making games for any other platform instead. 4. Even if games were made, they were either rudimentary or anything you could play anywhere else. They seem to both had hoped that people would upload their already completed games in Shinsei, as well as join together to make new games. It doesn't seem that either happened. They all
Like, wanting wanting and like encouraging player created content like is a good thing. Like, you should do that, but like relying on it is just a recipe for disaster. Like, if you don't believe me, see like Fallout 76. Like, the bastards actually thought people would be like willing to become NPCs for other players, like that people would just log into the game, sit on their ass for like 8 hours a day just to act as a like shop owner for other players. Like, no. Like, encouraging like player created content is a good thing, but when you start relying on it, that's when disasters like this happen.
They also did a game contest with 1 million yen in prizes, and that was a good incentive. They didn't get enough entries, and they might have been pressed for time because the deadline was a month after the announcement. Not very surprising there weren't enough entries. 3 months after the official opening, they were already having problems with player count. 5 months in, it didn't felt like anybody was bothering to log in anymore. If there's nobody to play the games, there is no reason to make them, and so the game creation side of Shinsei just died. The world itself seems to have care put into it, but with nothing much to do besides seeing how it looks like, and it apparently being, according to a post I saw, in terms of RPG, it's like not being able to leave the first area.
Ooh, that's bad. I think the worst comparison you could ever possibly make. Like, not in the sense that it's a bad comparison, but like if your game earns that comparison, like just give up. Just give up, bro. Like there's no hope.
It just lost the interest of people. If I list every NPC I saw during this research besides the shops and tutorial, there are the random dancing NPCs, the apologizing boy and the girl who doesn't forgive, the NPC that's just called Frog, a boy in the forest, and a construction worker on a broken bridge that's dressed as the default boy avatar. There were also a few events, like a festival, a quiz tournament, and Itasha races. Yeah, I think that's all I saw. In 7 months, that was it. From everything they presented as an idea, the only one that thrived, and it did really well, was the avatar customization side. And here lies the problem with that side. The big majority of items were free. The creator had the freedom to choose if an item could be modified and if it was paid, and most of them chose them to be free. Nandoroid Miku was by far the most popular avatar, and Nandoroid Miku was 100% free. Matter of fact, I saw a blog that said that although the writer didn't look into it too deep, they claimed that there weren't even 10 people who made paid content. That's not good at all.
Should I make a socialism joke here, or would that be going too far? Sorry, moving on.
Kinda hard to believe the number, but it does tell me that very little people did paid content. To put into perspective, 4Gamer, a blog revolving around MMORPGs, claimed that on the very first beta test that lasted 2 days, there were over 1,600 uploads. I don't know how many of those uploads were shareable, but I know all the shareable ones were free because the beta test only allowed this option. If, on the official opening of the game, management decided to suddenly slap a price on those items,
sounds good to me, lol. I mean, clearly it wasn't good for the game, you know? Like, if the developers have no way of making money, I get that these practices can and do become, like, exploitative and bad, like, a lot of the time, but, like, while I am not in favor of when they go too far, they kind of need to make money in some way, you know? Like, maybe if the minigame side had worked, and they made some of their own mini games and didn't just rely on the community, like maybe there could have been something, but yeah, clearly that didn't pan out.
that would have been a little bit shady. And here lies the other problem with the Avatar 2. The Avatar 2 is really fun. For the people making the avatars. For the general public that didn't know how to use 3D softwares and even image editing softwares for the textures, it just became another glorified dress-up game with even less stuff to do compared to other options they might have had at the time. So how did they plan to make money exactly? Well, the first one is obviously the sale of user-generated content. Shinsei sold their in-game currency called Kero, where 1 yen was 1 Kero, and for every sale of paid content, Shinsei would detract 30% of the price of the sale as processing fees, and 70% would go to the creator. Of course, as you know, the whole market side of the game fell flat into its face, and so nobody was buying or spending Kero. Their next monetization plans seem to be brand collaborations. At one point, Shinsei opened brand stores in-game. Good Smile Company had a shop selling the Nendoroid model of their mascot Gumako. Gonzo offered a shop for Cho Aniki, where you could buy models for Adon and Samson. And Hobstock itself
Actually, this is something interesting. How do you know that individual people have left? Like, let me see here. Yeah, how do you know that, like, wait. No, Teto's still here. What the hell?
opened their own shop to sell a model of the Figma version of Billy Harrington in collaboration with Nico Nico. So these shops worked for both the sales of digital content and advertisement of real-life products. Another monetization plan seemed to be in-game billboards showcasing in-game and real-life products. Of course, if there's no one there to see the billboards and buy these promotional items, they also don't work. They had campaigns with online payment companies, but considering almost nobody bought Kero, I don't see this being meaningful. They had a collaboration with a 3D printing company as well, where you could create figures from your avatar. I'm not going to lie, this looks dubious. They looked washed and grainy. Though it is exciting that it could be a figure of your avatar that you could make it look like anything you want. Within
I mean, given that they were fully customizable and that this game was in the early 2000s, I'd say it looks pretty good, honestly.
the regulations of Shinsei. But this cost 12,980 yen without shipping. That was over $140 at the time.
Yeah, suck my cock. I'm not paying all that much. Like, I retract what I said.
Keep in mind, an actual Nendoroid, Miku's Nendoroid for example, it went for less than a fourth of the price at 3,000 yen including taxes, and you could change poses and faces. This is just a prediction of mine, but I really don't think anyone used the service at all. Yeah, it just looks to me the whole operation bled money. Behind the scenes, developers seemed to be active, updates and bug fixes were definitely being sent out, and there were decent advertising attempts as well. But in-game it doesn't feel like they were doing much to entertain the players. It feels like they just said, here's a sandbox, make a castle, eat some sand, contract toxoplasmosis, and make sure to invite your friends. I'm guessing the name is pronounced Shinsei as both synthesize and Shinsei, which gives the idea of a new world. I'm sure many of you have heard the term Shinsekai, a new world, but all that happened was the end of it. At the very least, the apologizing boy managed to be forgiven, and so both of them got to see the death of the universe together. At one point, they even added an image too, with the intention of creating and editing comics for in-game distribution. It really feels they wanted to create a sort of otaku metaverse. Well, for every
The problem with that is that no metaverse, I think, in history, like, ever worked. Like, the closest thing I think that worked was like VR chat and what's the name of that other one? Roblox, if you really want to like stretch the definition. But most other like metaverse type stuff just failed, like and failed hard, you know? So like there wasn't much hope for this like in the first place, I feel like. It's sad, but like I really don't feel like this had much hope of succeeding no matter what, honestly.
MMO that lived, it stands atop the grave of a dozen others, and Shinsei is just another one of those that failed to keep the attention of the people. Couldn't gather last standing users, couldn't survive, it is what it is. At the very least, people did visit for the closure of the game to say goodbye. Now, is there any lesson?
Imagine there's someone that like stayed until the end of this game, like the very last minute, and like they had their own like cute and funny version of Overlord as a result.
To be learned here. Not from me. I found this by pure accident while searching for sketchbook fan art and thought it would be interesting to look into it. That's the only reason I made this video. That's it. See ya.
See ya. Okay. Let me disable this again, and then we'll. Unfortunately, if we want to get to all the stuff I wanted to like cover, like the memes are going to have to like. I'm going to have to move the memes to another string, unfortunately. So like I'm just going to show like the gummy gun video and like one other video that I really wanted to show you guys. Then we'll get to the pools and then we'll end stream. Like unfortunately the memes, I'm going to have to react to the memes in their own like separate stream. Also, I know that a lot of you guys commented a lot, so before we get to the next video, now you know what, the next video is pretty short, so I'm going to react to it and then we'll get to the comments. Let's see. Okay, so remember when I was talking about like that I. Oh, bye, Big Pew. Thanks for attending the stream. But yeah, remember when I said that the boys, like, I really don't believe that whole grift of the boys series being better than the comics. Like, and at this point I read like the entirety of the comics, by the way, so I'm not a LARPer. But it's because of moments like this, like that I'm going to show you. Like people will like look at me dead in the eye and say that a comic that can be like this good is somehow worse than that like garbage show. But anyway.
Oh. These don't open the whole way. You'll have to smash your way in or use laser vision or something. Try to do it quietly. I'm having the worst headache of my entire life. Security, stand down.
Sir,
Stand down, I won't be needing you. Wise. There's nothing they could do to help you anyway. I see Butcher's let the cat out of the bag. Only because of this nonsense of yours in Washington. I'd tell you how many years of work you've ruined, but I can't imagine you care in the slightest. Oh, let's not pretend I was going to get an invitation to that particular party. Once you had Vic in place and the defense contracts were coming in, we were all going to be replaced. You're growing the new me right now. Some camo clove tactical genius version that does exactly what it's told. Still 80 over 60. You're about to be torn limb from limb and you're completely calm. I think I've finally met a superhuman. Why? Because you've never managed to impress me? Think about it. This is par for the course with you. When have you ever done anything remotely interesting or original? What have you thought of to do that the lowest spec of this pointless species couldn't, were they to be granted your level of power? And what next? Destroy another airliner? Dismember more families, that kind of thing? A spoiled child's personal Auschwitz. It's so petty, it's actually quite embarrassing. I'm just glad I won't be alive to see it. What?
This is the best part.
Stop fucking around. You think I need to impress you? You know, I think I'll save you the trouble. I'll jump. You smug fucking cock-sucking prick. You really think I'm looking for— Oh god, kill me now.
just because I stood and took your shit when any time I chose I could have—
Please kill me.
You!
Keep watching. Just keep watching, that's all I'm going to say. I will, believe me. Shut up.
Shut up!
Or I would. If I thought you had something worth seeing.
Coldest motherfucker on the planet. And like one thing that people point out is that Homelander has like super hearing. So Stillwell said this like fully intending like Homelander to like hear that last like snide comment. And like Stillwell not only is a great character in the comics, but he has a good point. Like Homelander is an original. Like he has just done in the boys comic what pretty much every tyrant with like any level of power like has done, like killing people, torturing people. None of this is original. Like why would he be impressed? And as, like, I think a comment on this video pointed out, the only thing that Homelander could have done to impress him is to actually be Superman. You know, to actually save people and be like como é, selfless and to actually be like a superhero instead of like, oh, like evil Superman. Like that's the only way he could have impressed this guy, and it's like the one thing he would never do, you know? And so like this scene is just amazing. Not just because like the character of Stillwell is really cool in a very villainous sort of way, obviously, but just because of like what it's the point of the scene, what it's trying to say, you know? I really think it has a lot more, like the comic has a lot more to it that a lot of people give credit for. Like it's just like with anime, right? A lot of people get so caught up in like, oh, it's so edgy, like it's so disturbing for no reason that they fail to see like the genuinely great moments of the boys comic. And like will look you dead in the eye and again say that that garbage series is better because oh it's so much more tasteful, like fuck off. Anyway, now let's watch one of Gummy Gun's AMVs. Oh, don't worry, like son, we're about to watch some of them kill each other. uh yeah, let me just lower the sound here, like. I'm actually really interested to see because I want to like I actually really like AMVs and I want to see if this is what I would classify as one of the like good ones, you know? I'll kind of shut up and pay attention to see. Good evening, Evil Bookman. Okay. like, if I am to give like a genuine critique, I feel like one, the image quality obviously should improve, and like I just think it lasted for too long. Like I really like the editing and how you kind of synced it up with the video. It's just that I think you should get like condensed version or like shorter version of the song and make an AMV of that, you know? Like I feel like this would be better off being 2 minutes long or maybe a minute 30, and yeah, it would be perfect. But yeah, genuinely, like I feel like this could have been a great AMV, like with just a bit more added to it. So yeah, I think you have potential, dude. Like genuinely, you know. But yeah, now I'm going to switch over to like the pools. While the like game loads, I will be reading you guys' comments. Oh god, I forgot to do that. Fucking hell. Let's change the backgrounds to this. And I'll be like, okay.
ブルーアーカイブ
Okay. Poor Pew got traumatized. What the fuck? Making your own play model, a pond, and letting people fish in you is crazy. I mean, it does sound like a pretty cool idea, honestly. Huh? Oh, okay. I haven't seen crazy avatars like that on VR chat yet. Yeah, in some ways it was even better than VR chat, which really surprised me.
オブスリクマイン先生、今日もよろしくお願いしますね。
Also, I made Satoko one. People like that one. Has real music. Too bad for you. Ritsu from KO mentioned.
いつもお疲れ様です。先生、こちらは私からの
仕事を始めるのね。何でも言ってちょうだい。
God, I need to do the survey at some point. Anyway. Yeah, it's very tame, but this was on the 12th episode of a completely wholesome anime, so it had gathered a fan base of Reddit LARPers who explode at the sight of a centimeter of skin. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just like I said. The 5-head herself. I cannot wait to see the Cry of Fear stream. Me too. I'm actually really excited to play that game again. This video is how I learned Kitty Kitty can be used for more than VMs. Also me playing classic Far Cry 2 before Ubisoft Canada went to Ubisoft. Good one. I'm happy Sumi from Rate a Girlfriend allowed to live in Canada. She is one of the better waifus from that anime, I feel like. Rip Shinsei brilliance without depth or purpose. Imagine KH2 but it was only Twilight Town. Imagine if this were still around, there would be a ton of Uma Musume. I feel like you put it like perfectly here, like my opinions on this. Everyone shall become Migu. You too, Owe. Sounds good to me, lol. Ooh, oh no, Tato left. I was gonna show something I found. John like a dragon is died. Okay, my top 10 waifu, Kyoko, Kirigiri, not allowed to lose, Rin, safe for work. Basically, he's just giving his list again, like with Rena, Jeanne d'Arc, Suzuha, Praise Eugene, and Roxy, Rebecca, Yubel, and Sheltier. And saying like which ones he's allowed to lose and which ones he's not because of like the dumb rules of his country. Just install a random gacha system of some bullshit and Japanese people who compete on who has the highest gambling addiction. That would have been like a good idea to like make money, but unfortunately, or I guess fortunately, I should say, I don't think gachas were that popular. Has a concept for games, at least digital games yet. Like, I know that it existed, but I don't think it was as popular or mainstream as it is today. Wait, there you are? Oh my god, it is? Choaniki. Anyway. Searched Sword Isekai Idol spin-off, found a better one. Soon. Oi, I'm not gone, he's still here. Isn't Billy one of the first Gachimuchi legends? Or wasn't he? He's gone now. Okay. Real life ads in video games are so peak. I don't know what you think about that. I never would have known about Conscription 2 without Akiba's trip. Okay. Oh wait, that's kinda UO material. I'm guessing you're talking about the Idol spin-off for the Sword Isekai. Hire me, Micro Magazine. I pulled a new customer for reincarnated as a sword. Oh, that's UO material of my comfort care. Never fan of Nendoroids, VR chat, Second Life worked. Habo was successful, while sadly Speedy's successful failed. I miss the days when most Roblox games let you use physics tools to shove children around like a... I won't comment on this since I never played Roblox at all. Lolly Albedo? What? VR chat succeeded, but at what cost? Look at that retarded community. I feel like you could say that about so many things, like Teto. Lolly versions of existing mommy characters are always better. This is evidence that Lolly is just better in general. Hell yeah, brother. Anyway, okay, this big view. Guy has balls. Bro is icy on that Kuderebao. Cold as fuck. Hell yeah. Plus, humans did worse. The guy talking right to Homelander. I still feel like the comic is too cynical for my taste, but at least the twist in the end is cool. I think this is valid. I remember when the stream was about cute anime. Oi, come on. Obscure comic mix. Most sane member of the Sonozaki family. Okay. Phone camera. Talking about like Rena. Like Reina and like Rika. And people just agreeing with me. Burua Kaigu. Oh, okay. Like the BGM is too loud. Of course. Sorry. Forgot to adjust. Sorry for that. Sorry for like not adjusting the BGM sooner. I'm so sorry. BGM is loud. The volume is too high. He can't hear us. Sarona shaking my speaker. Shake it on the back. Guys, I'm here. I'm just working on a piece. I was finally able to pirate Ibis again. That's good to hear. Like that. So I need to improve the quality of the video. Still working on that. I did make mini MV as you were saying. It's 2 minutes, Satoko 1, but yeah, I need... Okay. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing more of your AMVs and like... I'll be cheering for you to get even better. Mecha Musume Arona is just top tier design. That's Arisu, but yeah. Okay, so let's get to like the like pools already. Like what I'm going to be doing is that ideally I want both Arisu and Kei. Like, but I'll be going for Arisu first. If I don't get Arisu and Kei here, I will be like gathering more pyroxenes and like pulling her off string. I still have enough sources of that I should be able to pull both, but like maybe not on string, you know? Or maybe I'm just biased towards Mecha Musume. I'm looking forward to Vertex Force. Now I am too, just because I heard that there's Mecha Musume in it. But yeah, let's start. Oh, maybe I will be able to pay, Gacha for both on this stream. Maybe I have more resources than I thought. Just pretend she has blue hair, sorry.
説明や解説が必要な
Yeah, maybe next time you react to the ReKMV, that one was my first. On the next react stream, I will like do so at the very end. Making MV is like a side hobby for me. Like I said, I really encourage you to keep doing so. Like, I really think you could get like really good at it if you keep practicing. Who on Arisu first? I did the same. Despite my love for tsunderes, only one tsundere has my heart, Neru. And also, who can resist Pantsu?
本の中の物語
I mean, she isn't really wearing like pantsu. It's more like a leotard, but I get your point.
美しくするのはミレニアム
And yeah, like I want both, but Mecha Musume just speaks to me on another level, you know?
給食部自警団任務の延長ですね
Like, imagine if my like, god damn it.
トリニティ総合学園シスターフット所属の歌住桜子です日々に安寧があらんことを
Never mind. I'm okay with this. Like, I'm okay with this. Like, I got fucking Sakura-ko. Like, no way I'm complaining about that. Oh, hi, Arma. Sorry, you missed, like, the whole, like, react portion of the stream. We're just pulling for characters now. But yeah, welcome. Oh, bye, son. We'll be finishing here, like, shortly anyway.
給食部のジュリと言いますお腹が空いたらいつでも私に言ってくださいね
I have a life. Yeah, we get it, like, Arma. Like, don't worry. Like, that's fine. And really, you shouldn't be sad about that. Like, it's good to spend time with family, you know? Ooh, another one. Let's see.
私本の中の物語のように
Jury looks a lot like Uoga. Which Judy? Which Judy exactly, Arma? I know it's a leotard, but does it look like a leotard? It looks like she rushed to get ready for battle and forgot to put on a skirt. She's unaware. Also, cannot wait for Cry or Fear Live. That last one was cut short. Me too. I really want to... Fucking hell, are you serious? Okay, this one I will complain about. Like, the only sake I want is the one in, like, a bikini. And yeah, I get what you mean, like, Teto. But yeah, this one I will complain about. Like, again, the only sake I want is the bikini one. This one, no thanks.
ご主人様と一緒に楽しい一日を始めちゃおう
Okay, let's start with like Pyrox scenes now. Oh yeah, Shimiko, like even original Shimiko, I think has a really good design. Definitely agree with your take there, Akira. Okay, another one. Let's see. Dude, rate up is a fucking lie. What do you mean? I got three stars. Like, pretty much back to back, and none of them were Arizu. Are you fucking serious here? Like, Sakura-ko I could forgive. Like, this is also kinda nice, but still, like, there's some bullshit. Anyways, at least I'm getting lucky, right? I guess shouldn't be complaining. Mm-hmm.
試練が怖い時苦難に負けそうな時私が一緒に立ち向かってあげましょう
Okay. Would any of you guys mind sending me a bit of your luck? Well, actually, I shouldn't be saying that. I'm getting so lucky that maybe I should send some of my luck to you guys. Like, I was going to ask for some of you guys' luck, but no, that'd be like a billionaire asking for change from, like... No, you know what? I don't care. I may be a billionaire asking for money from like a bunch of like homeless people, but still, I'm going to ask for it anyway because what the fuck, bro? Like, I need some of you guys' luck because this isn't fucking serious. Like, this can't be real. This can't be real. Okay. Okay, this is fucking quickly. This is fucking ridiculous. Like, what the fuck? Oh wait, you should give me some of your luck in my rolls. Are you sure you want that, Gummy Gun? Like, you're just going to end up with a bunch of like off-banner characters. Do you really want that luck? Yes, oh wait, rate up is a lie. Tell me how I was pulling Razor. My game gave me all the rate ups from the banners that came before Razor. Like, this game isn't serious, bro. It just fucking isn't. Anyway, I'm getting a job soon for FGO and to donate so you can have an even worse gambling addiction. Thank you, Arma. Good luck on finding a job. Like, legitimately. I just had to hit pity for Reimu and Yo move from the Toho X Grand Summoners collab. I'm so pissed off. Yeah, I get that. Hiyori, the crying emoji girl, the one and only. I could not even get my Go Prika, but at least I got the main one, my main of the 2 minutes. Okay.
自警団任務の延長ですね。トリニティの安全のためならいくらでも協力します。
Okay, let's continue. Okay, I'm tired of this fucking animation.
試練が怖いとき、苦難に負けそう
I
なとき、
feel like I'm going to
私が一緒
fucking...
に立ち向かってあげましょう。
There goes my $4 to away the Gemba. Like, what are you talking about actually, Gummy Gun? What do you mean, like, there goes my $4 to away the Gemba? Oh, yeah, because you already donated, like, okay. That's what you mean, okay. Yeah, all these like are free pulls, so don't worry. Your money like is not being spent on this yet. Okay. Oh wait. Please, dude, for the love of Christ. Oh, a double. Imagine if it's a double off banner. That would be so fucking cruel. Please.
SRT 特殊学園ラビ説明や解説が必要。ごきげんよう。あ、自警団任務の延長ですね。正規実現委員会。夢かと思った。自警団任務の延長ですね。
Please, for the love of Christ.
釣りの時間だよ。先生。
Bro, I just got Swimsuit Shiroko and I can't even be excited. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, this isn't funny anymore. I got double 3-star and... bro. And yeah, Pina is very waifu, like Akira. And thanks for helping out the channel, Gummy Gun. like Swimsuit Shiroko is legitimately like one of the characters I really wanted to get on both this and the other accounts. So the fact that I feel nothing about getting her because like this is so frustrating, like should speak volumes, I think. Like, come on, this legitimately just isn't fucking funny anymore, Arona. Like, you generally don't give 3 stars at all. But this is like almost as cruel, you know?
私たちの物語が始まります。
Is this banner with limited or are these ults all available off-season? A lot of ults for like characters are available off-season. Like, it's very possible. In Nikkei, that's true too. Like, you can get all ults off-season. Like, at least some of them, right? Like, for example, in Nikkei, you can get both Maid Mast and Maid, like, Anchor. As well as a lot of the bunny girls, like, off-season. Because they're just, like, on the general pool all year round. And, like, Blue Archive is very similar. Imagine if says the naive man before deciding his fate. Oh god, I really fucked myself with that one. You're correct. Like that, but I really fucked myself with that one. Yeah, that is a pretty cool practice. I wish more gacha games did this actually. Okay, please, please, for the love of Christ, please.
こちらラビット1、着替え完了しました。これより潜入作戦を開始します。
I just give up, bro. Like, I'm getting every single other character in a leotard or leotard-like outfit before I ever get Arisu, bro. Fucking Miyako, Shiroko, like... At least this is pretty cool. Like, I'm not mad about Miyako. Arona, for the love of Christ, please. Please, I can't take this shit no more, Arona. Please.
ごきげんよう。あ、こっち。SRT 特殊学園。ラビット
I
招
hate
待の
you.
ソライ先。
I hate you with every fiber of my being.
シャーレ
Suck
の
my
後
dick.
半はどこに
You
いる？
fucking... I was saving my super expensive ticket in GBF for the new June Brides banner they created last year, but they're having an off-season Christmas instead, bruh. Bruh, is that what I'm about to say to this fucking game? Oh, God. That Miyako swimsuit is cute. I love it when they put frills on them. Me too. Like, I think swimsuit Miyako is like one of my favorite swimsuit designs like ever. Like, not just in gacha games. I don't have any hope, honestly. I'm really broken at this point. I swear, bro, like... what thing, Gamigan? Like, what comment are you talking about? Like, that swimsuit Shiroko is good? Like, I already read that. And if you're talking about, like, the comment before the right timing, like, that got eaten up by YouTube. Like, I can't see, like, the comment. I'm sorry. What the fuck, gun? Zip your thing back. What's he talking about? Like, what thing? What did you do, Gummy Gun? I can't see it. I really can't fucking see it. Yeah, I really... Whatever Gummy Gun commented, I legit can't see it. I'm sorry. It's a joke.
ごきげん
Okay.
よう。あ、こっちの言葉の方がより自然かもです。はじめまして。
Okay, no K for me, I guess. Like, let's get Arisu and just have to live without K, I guess. Just it's the fucking truth of life, I guess. Can you guys tell that I'm legitimately like upset about this? Like, I literally saved 200 pulls. I got so many 3 stars. None of them were Arisu. Like, I'm going to have to skip on K because of this bullshit. Oh. Whatever. Let's just finish this up. I still have Nikkei. I wish to experience a whole wide world. Arisu, I'm going to like lock you in my fucking room and like make you experience nothing but... Oh. Okay. Okay, it's, what's done is done, okay?
仕事を始めるのね。
I
何
still
でも言っ
have
てちょうだい。
a whole lot of students to fucking, like, level up because of this, so, that's a good thing, I guess? Fuck if I know, man. Whatever. Let's, log off for now. And let's go into, like, Nikkei. Okay. This may sound childish to you guys, but like... That's legitimately like upsetting to me. Like... Whatever, I shouldn't bitch about it too much. I'm going to upset people if I fucking like bitch about the fact that I got so many 3 stars. Okay. Oh, and I just realized that I haven't like downloaded the like Nikkei update yet. So there's a download screen now. Just fucking amazing, you know? Anyway, whatever. Like, while this downloads, I'm going to get through your comments. Okay. Mecha Musume Aruna is just a top... Okay. Yeah, like... Can't I... Okay, I'm clicking off. Yeah, I'm not listening to this music. Like, we're reading the comments. Okay. So sad I can't lead my number 1 girl. Anyway, Maid Succubus. Okay. Cannot wait for the Cryophy. I like Shimiko. Yeah. Yeah, at least you do not worry leading waifu like me in dumb Canada law. Man said I can lead my number 1 waifu. That is that's legitimately just stupid. You know, I really hope things can change for the better for you around where you live. Thanks for the spirit energy. Unfortunately, it didn't help, but I'm still very grateful anyway. Okay. Yeah, Zoe, rate up is a lie. Tell me how, while I was pulling for Raisa, my game gave me all the rate ups from the banners that came before. Yeah, I already read that. Okay. Could not even get my girl Prika, but at least got my main of the 2 mint. Okay. Pina's kinda swimsuit Shiroko. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Just Kodokunasu laughing at me. I was saving my okay. Fucking hell, where is it? I will save my super expensive ticket in Grand Blue Fantasy for the new June Brides banner they created last year, but they're having an off-season Christmas instead, bruh. Anyway, see my thing. Oh, it's a joke about that. Fucking hell. Anyway. Oh wait, you should write F in your rows. Maybe she comes. God damn it! I really should have tried that. Okay, I got the joke now. 07K. Well, big shifted. I hope the rolls for Black Ranger is better. Hopefully it is. Like, I'm kind of in a streak of luck at least. Hopefully, like, it's not just off banner luck like it was for. Anyway, I just hope this goes better, honestly. Yeah, I should have done that, Gummy Gun. I really should have tried writing F in the polls. Okay, I'm back. My tournament started. Oh wait, yes, you are literal actual exact child. What? Anyway, don't worry, Owe. After I had to spark for Raise, I had no hope to go back on BA. You're not childish. That's a reoccurring problem that BA has. Happens to most of us. Yeah, I heard of a lot of cases, unfortunately. So, yeah, I don't even doubt that. It's either getting a lot of nothing and spark or get a lot of 3 stars that just puts you on edge and hope that you get the character but still spark. Whatever. Again, like, at least I got things, right? Good things, you know? I think I'm going to hope that's not what he means. Oh, you were wondering about if you are childish. Ah, okay, so that's what you mean. Okay. Anyway. Coconuts is correcting lolly OH. God damn it. Limited select recruitment. I'm gonna see this later, though probably won't be doing that because like it's probably like FGO, it's probably paid, right? System notice. There's various notices here and updates and bug fixes probably. I'm just doing this so like it doesn't keep bothering me, you know? I'm definitely getting the new EH skin. Unfortunately I can't because like well, it's not that I can't, but I just don't like get these costumes. Like they're just too expensive for me. Anyway, now let's pull for Arc Ranger Black and hope this is better. And yes, I'm definitely pulling for her because I'm obscure leotard, just like with Arizu. Honestly, I thought about changing like the name of the channel like to Obscure Arc Knights or Obscure like Leotard, you know, just for a joke. But like that might cause people to have the wrong idea, like new people. So I decided against it. You know. Yes, I saw the new like gacha skin. I see like all the new skins that they release. Like it's just that they're a bit too expensive for my Brazilian ass. And in general, I just anyway, I just don't get these costumes, you know. That would be an insane April Fool's joke. It would be, but I just don't think it's like a good idea.
I'm Neon.
Okay. Okay, Missilis. What company?
They call me Trina, the caretaker of trees. You are always welcome to rest in my embrace.
Oh god, it's just his history is just going to repeat again, isn't it? Like, I remember when this character came out, like, I wanted to, like, pull for her, but, like, I decided against it, and now she just shows up in a random banner. It's amazing. Fucking... whatever. Anyway, apparently she's Tetra, so... Oh, don't worry, Big Pew, like, she's already wearing little, and, like, her skill animation is literally her getting naked, you know? Like, so she already wears little, and her skill animation is she, like, getting even more, like, scantily clad. Okay, Tetra, let's pray.
The Arc Rangers will always protect peace on the Ark.
Thank God. Okay. At least these roles were, like, a lot better. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. The next REACTSLOP stream is going to be, like, exclusively, like, on memes, either like Blue Archive memes or just like random funny videos I found. It's essentially going to be a more like chill react stream where we're going to be reacting to shorter videos. So yeah, look forward to that. For now, I bid you all farewell, and thank you for watching the stream. Bye. And I too hope you get like